Hello, hello. All right. For archival purposes, 1080p, 6000 bitrate according to OBS, and it is currently 10:31 p.m. on Friday, the 8th of September, 2023. And we are just outside Paradiso. But I think we're going to have a bit of a change of plans. I think I'm going to head back to New Atlantis. I know we were going to do Paradiso. I know he seemed like it was a big emergency. Decisions. Maybe we do go down. Maybe we do go down. Maybe we land. I'm still on the fence about it. I could have made the decision so long before now, but I haven't. G'day, wingers. Welcome, welcome. Maybe we do go down. Maybe we do go down. Thank you for the tip, by the way, wingers, of following that secret outpost thing. Because now I'm Space Batman. Let's fuck it, we'll go down to Paradiso. We probably could use a little bit of cash anyway, we're probably quite low. No, I have 104k. You know, look. I'm a bit over encumbered too. But we're just gonna suss it out. Why not? Where are we? I received a message from Paradiso Security Chief Officer Jiro Sugiyama. There's a sensitive matter he wishes to discuss. I should meet him in Paradiso. Alright. Well, I suppose we should do that, but since it was about this ship, let's see if we can hail the ship first. Hello? Oh, this is fun. I'm gonna dock with you so we could talk. That's uncomfortable. It was a good mission. It was pretty sick. I enjoyed it. I actually got 2 ships out of it because I stole one that parked near it.
Nice clean dock, Captain.
Oh, baby. Thank you for the resub, Saint. Much appreciated. You are too kind, my friend. The gift subs you've been doing recently and the self-sub. I do very much appreciate it. So I don't know if anybody saw it. I'll just mention this brief note.
Is something amiss?
No, I do need to talk to you though. But something that I found today. Where are we going? This one. Something that I found today was like a voice modulation software thingy. It's not something that I can use while I'm live, but I can use it on anything that I've already recorded, which means I can actually, when I edit up some of these games, I can go back and I can modify like NPC conversations in games where it's just me reading out both sides of the conversation, and the actual characters can sound like characters. Since I've already read them out, I don't have to redo them or anything like that. There might be certain circumstances where I would, but for most of them, and especially like notes and computer terminals and things that'll have certain, like there'll be like 2 characters talking to each other in a journal or something like that. They can actually sound like characters in the proper edit, which I'm pretty excited to get into. 52 damage, does extra damage against humans. That one's pretty good, but it's not special in any way. I do like the look of it though, it does look sick. But I think we'll leave that on board here to try and cut down a little bit of our weight. That's sick. It is pretty sick. That's a shame. I only watch you live because I'm convinced Vodjack is an evil twin who keeps you imprisoned. Yeah. Well, a little bit. I'm actually... This is the only times that I'm actually alive. And any Vodjack is... It's kind of like... You know, see the different, like, fantasy genres where there's, like, shards of somebody's soul trapped in a crystal? And they're, like, fragmented reflections of that individual across all these crystals and stuff, all their reflections and stuff. Yeah, it has crossed my mind. I don't have a ton of rounds for this, so I'm just going to chuck it in here. That's my sneaky gun. Parallel is what it is. Rolls, ammo, aid. I think I've got way too much aid. I think that's my biggest problem. Why do I have this? I'm going to immediately throw that out. I also don't know where I got all these, but I'll put them away too. I think it's my aid. I think my aid is my issue. I think that's where all my weight is. It just adds up real quick. Like, it doesn't look like tons, but it's a lot. And it just goes. Do I have ship parts too? Of any of them? They suck. They'll sneak up on you. Oh, ships of the line cereal. That's pretty close. It's almost ship parts. I need to get rid of a lot of this shit. Anyway. And any bags that will let me put away. Bags? Books. Books and bags. You know, they're the same thing. Alright, well, Sarah, you're gonna come with me. Can I use this galley? Is this a galley that I can use? Yeah, it is. Can I make anything? Negative. That's unfortunate. I don't think I've got a research terminal on board this ship either. Which is a little bit pus. Oh, and this isn't a real jetpack. This is just a little... Well, I'd call this a boost pack, but a boost pack is a real jetpack.
So cool.
Ah, shit, you're still here. Alright. Up, and he pushed me down. Sick. No, I need that. Guys! I'll take this view. That's fine. Can we use... No, we're not going to use the ladder. Alright. Pressed A on it. That's fine. Okay, come on. Up. Up. One day I'll get a better hat. But I like this hat for now. Push me again. I'll jettison you out the airlock. So... I can display stuff in here, right? Yeah, that looks sick. And then what, I could put ammo in here as well, I guess? What sort of ammo does it use? 45s. Because then you could put just a cheeky one. I like it. I like it a lot. And this one obviously can hold rifles and shit, I suppose. It'll hold the shotgun, it'll hold the Orion. What can it not hold? The cutter, obviously, because the cutter's fucking massive. But what else is it? Oh, the cutlass. Right, okay. Want to hear a very random, wholesome story? Always. I'll always listen to a random, wholesome story. That'll still only hold those three. Where do I put my sword and stuff?
Yes, my captain?
No, not you. Okay. Actually, is there a bed on board? Yeah, there is. I'm gonna do this real quick. So that there is, a bit of XP for me. I'm just gonna, yeah, dock with these people and then be like, yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna sleep. It's like when the captain sleeps for 4 hours, we wait 4 hours. The captain wants to sleep 7 hours, we wait 7 hours. You know what you have to do. Fuck, that's a funny video. If anybody hasn't seen, the Starfield video by Joel, what's his name? Can't remember his last name all of a sudden. He rotoscopes a whole bunch of videos. Very funny. It came out today. It's a sponsored one, but it's very, very good. And they talk about collecting succulents, so that suits me down to the ground. Saint's wholesome story. When we got my cat neutered, he was handling the recovery very badly for the next 2 days. So for that entire duration, I didn't sleep, barely ate or drank, and just sat by my cat, making sure he doesn't hurt himself by trying to face plant a chair or his own vomit. I've never shown that level of dedication to anything or anybody in my life before. Pets do bring out the best in us. They do, and that is very wholesome. That is very wholesome. When was that? How long ago was that? Was that a long time ago? Pets definitely do bring out the best in us. Because animals are just adorable, you know? Oh, this is boarding. What's the waypoint out?
Whenever I'm lost,
Over there somewhere.
I think, what would you do in...
There's random grinding and shit going on outside. Communications with the ship have failed. Even though it could be dangerous, I should see if I can complete a docking procedure with it and go on board. Oh, okay. I did.
Not literally, though. I've got...
Somewhere a year ago, so pretty recent. Oh, okay. It's very cute. Very cute. I remember... So... I say our cat, but it was my family cat. And he passed away probably... I don't know, 12 months ago. Thing is, I will honour that bad accent time, but just a second. Just because I've started this now. He passed away not too long ago. Probably, I don't know, 5-6 months ago, tops. And he was great, but when we first got him, he was part of a litter of kittens, because this is when I was still in high school. He was part of a litter of kittens that, was a stray cat or a feral cat or whatever that had found a home within the wall of my mum's work. She used to work as a property manager in real estate, and their office, obviously this mother cat had gone and found somewhere safe and sheltered and warmish, and had gotten in the wall in between the shops, and she had led all of her kitten eggs, and they've hatched obviously into kittens. I know how animals work. And they could hear this mewing in the walls, and they spotted this cat sort of going in and out in the eaves up in the roof, and they actually ended up calling the fire department because they didn't know who else to call. They called the fire department because, you know, you see on TV of like fire people rescuing kittens out of trees. So they did that. And the fire department was like, we don't actually do that. And they're like, oh, well, who are we supposed to call for it then? Like, we don't know what to do. Like, someone's got to have a ladder, and they've got to have, like, all the right stuff. And they're like, look, because you guys are, like, a block and a half away from where we are, and because we're not having a particularly busy time at the moment, we're just sitting around, we'll send a couple of the guys down in, like, our support ute thing that has ladders and whatever. We'll send them down. They'll come and check it out and see what they can do. So they came down, and they got up into the roof, and they got this cat out, and they got all these kittens out, and you know, found that they basically, it took them to like a refuge and stuff, and everything was great. And then that afternoon, the real estate owner, the agent owner place, called their handyman that they normally use, and he turned up and he boarded all the top piece up so the cat couldn't get back in. And then everyone sort of moved on with their lives. But the next day, they could hear mewing in the wall again, and it was one kitten that was left. They'd missed one, and he was now boarded up in the wall, trapped. His mum couldn't get in. He didn't have any siblings. He was probably a week old, if that. He was just there, and he'd been there for like a day by himself. So, of course, they punched a hole in the wall to get this cat out. After all that, they ended up punching a hole in the wall because they're like, we have to do something. They got this kitten out and they didn't really know what to do with it. And Mum was like, well, his mother's not going to be able to come back for him. We can't just leave him out on the street. We don't know where to take him. So I'll look after him until we find a home for him. So she brought this kitten home that hadn't even opened his eyes properly yet. And we had to feed him with, like, you know, the little pipette things, like eyedroppers. It's like the little glass dropper that you squeeze the end of it and it sucks up a little bit of liquid, and then you can use it to, like, you know, put drops in your eyes or do whatever. It was this little pipette that we had to get this milk, and we fed him milk through this dropper because he couldn't drink on his own. We couldn't put it like in front of him because there's a chance, even if he did find it, that he'd just drown himself in it. So every 3 hours we would feed him, and that was including overnight. And because he was pulled out of the wall, because of the way that he was pulled out of the wall, the only bit of him that they could hold, because they had to, even though they punched a hole in it, they couldn't, like, grab him properly. They could just get his tail. So they grabbed the tip of his tail and pulled him out. He had this 90-degree kink in his tail. And he had that for probably 5 or 6 years. He had this 90-degree kink in the tip of his tail. It was only like the last bone or two of his tail. And I don't know if it was like it was dislocated. It never caused him pain. Like, you'd touch it and he wouldn't give a shit. He didn't care. But I don't know if it had been dislocated or if it was just like, maybe it's because he was so young and his bones were still that soft that it caused a bit of a bend in them, I guess. I have no idea because I wasn't there at the time when they pulled him out of the wall. But he had this little kink in his tail. We fed him with a dropper for a while. And I remember he lived on my mum's bed. She had this, like, a queen-size bed. He lived on that because he couldn't get down. Like, that was his whole world was this bed. He couldn't go anywhere else. He couldn't climb up things, climb down things. Like, we didn't, like, take him outside or anything. He was there. And we would, I suppose we did take him outside to, like, pee and stuff. Not that he necessarily would have known the difference. Because I know that there was times where he did pee on the bed, but you couldn't really, like, leave him on the floor because he'd just disappear. You wouldn't be able to find him. He'd disappear under a couch or through just somewhere. He'd be behind a bookshelf and then just, yeah, he was so tiny. And he grew up and he turned into the type of cat that doesn't understand his own size, thinks he's bigger than he is and meaner than he is. But it also meant that the actual big and mean cats that lived in our neighborhood stayed away. So, yeah, and his name was Macca. He was Macca. He lived a very long time. I think he was 16 or 17 or something when he passed away. But yeah, love that cat. He was a real dick. He drew blood on me multiple times, but I probably deserved it. We used to wrestle a little bit, but we were good friends. Anywho, let's board a spaceship. Find out what's going on. Let us. I wish my cat could keep the neighbor's cats away. He ate an entire mantis when he was a couple of weeks old, so I don't know why he became such a pacifist. He's I don't know if he like channel the energy of a mantis and just be like you get the powers of what you eat, you know? If only. Ooh, naan. Love some naan. Let's board the ship. And let us do it with a bit of a bad accent time. We will get on board and find out what is here. Could it be demons? Could it be people? Who knows what is in here?
Let's get this crate into space.
What are you talking about? What crate? The fuck are you on about?
Something you need?
Yes.
Want to see what I'm carrying?
Yes. You have a crate? Advanced solstice. Good things. Nope. Okay, I will leave you as is.
Time to go?
Time to go indeed. Let us... Okay, there's some chairs. Some crates and things. There are...
Weapons at the ready.
Oh, money.
Remain calm. There's no reason to suspect whatever it is hostile.
Hello?
I agree with the captain. Now is the time for diplomacy.
Hello there?
But we must be ready for anything. Now, eyes and ears sharp.
Excuse me? Sarah? I do not appreciate you trying to steal my thunder.
You're human.
Yes? Aren't you human?
Oh, we're human. From the planet Earth in the Sol system.
Excuse me? I take it you are expecting something else.
It's just that we weren't expecting to find life, let alone human life out here. We thought we were the only ones to leave Earth.
Imagine
excuse
being
me?
cut off from humankind for that long. How terribly frightening that would be.
They are right here.
Perhaps we should greet our guests.
Of course. Manners. I'm Captain Diana Brackenridge. This is Security Officer Bomani Reader.
Which one? You... Oh, this man. Hello?
And this is Dr. Mabuti da Costa,
You
one of
just
our
pointed to
elders.
the same man twice.
A pleasure to meet you.
I don't know if she can see properly. You're going to ask for some sort of huge favor? My name is Jacques, and I am here to help.
I see. As you may have presumed, we're in a bit of a bind. Our ship has finally completed its near 200-year journey from
Oh,
Earth,
no.
only to find our new home seemingly colonized by... well, we don't know. Communications haven't been successful, so your arrival is fortuitous. Perhaps you'd be willing to act as a middle person between ourselves and... the others.
I do not understand. How did you all how did you all survive for 200 years? Was it cryostasis or something?
Well, the short answer is, we didn't. It's a generation ship, which is to say that most of us lived long, happy lives on board and passed our mission down to our children.
I see.
It was never intended that the original crew would make it to our destination. The goal was always the preservation of the human race above all else. Though, it would seem that was perhaps a bit presumptuous.
Possibly. Why did it take so long? Were you guys paddling all the way here, or...?
Ah, your question confirms one of our recent theories. It would seem that some form of faster-than-light travel or space-bending technology was invented during our long journey.
Yes.
That would explain why we would find people this far out into space. I guess technology leapfrogged us at some point. Interesting. I can only imagine that our predecessors didn't believe the technology would ever work, and so they made the decision to leave when they did.
Why did nobody come looking for you? That is the thing, because it's not like you could hide a generation ship that is coming out here into the void. So it would be logged somewhere, and when someone goes, hey, we have faster than light travel, we should go tell those people that have been traveling for the past 100 years out there in the Barak. Is it that they just forgot about you? I don't understand. Could you not communicate with people, or...?
We're not entirely sure. Our engineers believe it's possible that our technology just isn't compatible with theirs.
Ah, I see.
All we hear when using them to communicate with anyone is a bunch of disturbing noise. It gave me the heebie-jeebies at first.
I see, I see. Okay, so you know there's people down on the surface?
We do. Well, sort of. We saw structures using our surveying equipment. We've also seen the various ships pass us by. Some even seemed to want to communicate, but couldn't. Of course, we had no idea that they were being piloted by other humans.
Right, I see. I do feel sorry for your circumstances. If this is specifically the planet that you're coming to, I feel that you have some sort of claimant rights to it if you said dibs. Did one of you say dibs in the beginning? Possibly even shotgun? If you say dibs, the rule of dibs still stands. If you not say dibs and you're just looking for a planet while you're out here, then unfortunately there are people there first. But I would like to know who claimed dibs first.
Oh yes, of course. Where are my manners? Now then, please follow me. There's much to discuss first. We'll speak more on the matter once we reach the bridge.
Okay. And that's your 5-minute swingers? I hope you got your points worth.
You may return to your quarters if you wish.
Thank you, Captain.
I will follow you to the bridge, ma'am. For security purposes.
Yeah, that's fine.
I do not believe we have need to fear our guest, but
you never know, I might murder you.
Insist. Welcome to the Earth colony ship Constant.
Okay.
In the early 2100s, my ancestor, Rupert Brackenridge, researched a number of scientific scenarios: climate change, asteroid impact, nuclear war, global pandemic, and more. Each scenario showed the likelihood of an extinction-level event to be within 50 years. He fully believed Earth was destined to be rendered uninhabitable. We've always assumed that's what happened.
We were never trained
he
to
gathered
address
the best
threats
and
coming from
brightest he
outside
could
our
find,
ship.
built the Constant, and set a course for this planet here. We were told that it was the largest, most advanced ship ever constructed on Earth at the time. If you can believe, entire generations have been born, lived, and died on this ship. It really goes to show that there are no limits to human ingenuity and perseverance.
I do believe so.
Never seen a ship like yours before. Then again, I haven't seen any ships before you arrived.
We got strict rules around here. They're strict.
I have to say, with technology this outdated, I'm amazed this vessel is able to navigate at all. It's almost like walking through a museum.
Shut up, Sarah. Alright, Captain Brackenridge. I gotta say, I already like you. I like the outfit, it's very stylish. Your cat went from, I'll destroy this monster the size of my head, to, oh my god, please no scratch, I'm baby. What breed was your cat, or is your cat, Saint?
We didn't believe anyone would be out here, but I'm glad for it.
Yeah? Well, how long have you been captain for?
I think I'm coming up on 6 years now. I was only a teenager when my father died, passing command of the ship to me, as
Damn.
is tradition. Because of that, I've had to sort of learn as I go along, instead of taking years of study and apprenticeship under the prior captain.
So she's at most
I think some
25.
people on the ship resent me for not having the level of experience as my predecessors.
They don't have a choice though.
But at the same time, without my command, we likely wouldn't have made it here so quickly.
Yeah, 200 years, super quick.
Don't talk about it without
I mean-
someone getting defensive.
Sarah, are you antagonizing the newbies? Pretty sure you sent pictures into the Discord, regular grey striped cat. Oh, yep. I know the one. He does have a white neck and socks though. I love cats with socks. A little different colour feet. Captain Breckenridge. Can I call you Captain Breckenridge? How's your crew holding up?
A bit frazzled, as you can imagine. People are anxious about discovering that we're not alone, and also worried about what will come to pass. While we hope we can work out a deal with the people on the surface, they seem reluctant to reach out, so there's no telling what
What do
will
you
come
mean?
of that. I do know that we can't afford to stay here in orbit forever. The ship was built to sustain us for many years with backup provisions just in case, but even that will come to an end eventually.
I know a dude. I know a dude that helps people settle.
If you don't need me anymore, I have a ship to run.
Excuse me, sorry, it's been fucking 2 seconds. Calm down. Is it difficult being a captain of a colony ship and an impatient fuck?
Difficult is the wrong word. It can be both challenging at times and also exciting. Our mission was to rebuild humanity on a distant world, believing that we were Earth's last hope. To think that while there has always been a Brackenridge in the captain's chair, that I am the one to finally oversee our journey's end is truly exhilarating. But with this stumbling block in our path, at this final moment, I fear tough choices will need to be made.
I'm assuming it's been like 6 generations, 7 generations, maybe? If we count the first generation as like generation 0. It sounds like you'd use some help.
Well, as I mentioned, we've been unsuccessful in communications with anyone up until you arrived, though not for lack of trying. But since you're asking, maybe you'd be willing to be a sort of diplomat between us and them as we attempt to resolve our situation. Does that sound agreeable to you?
Yeah. I mean, I know what's wrong with their communication system. You told me that it's... basically it doesn't connect, so it's probably pretty outdated, yeah?
We suspect that our equipment is woefully obsolete compared to whatever you all have now.
Yeah.
In all honesty, we never expected to need to communicate with anyone, so our comms aren't particularly robust. That limits our options. We even attempted communicating with lights and sounds, something we saw in an old movie, but I don't believe they picked up on it. If anything, it may have inadvertently alarmed them.
Right, okay. It's like you guys have record players and people keep sending you MP3s. I mean, just tell me what you need me to do. You want me to go down and talk to them, or what?
We know there's a settlement on the planet below, meaning people were here before us. You see, we intended to settle here, but we assumed that they intend to defend their claim given their presence here. We'd like you to go speak to them on our behalf and help us negotiate a solution, preferably one that favors us.
Well, yeah, but I mean, why don't you guys just land on the other side of the planet? Yeah, if you had claim to it, how come others are settled here?
When we left Earth, there were no claims to planets this far out into space. We had assumed that we were the only ones attempting a generational journey such as this, meaning that there would be no need for a formal claims process.
Right.
Regardless, my ancestor, Rupert Brackenridge, did manage to file a charter for this planet's first colony to be named New Jamestown. According to his records, no one took it seriously when he filed it, so likely it was either ignored or the records were lost to the ages. Given humanity's lack of interest in colonizing the far reaches of space at the time, it shouldn't have been a problem, but again, here we are now.
I mean, I thought you were going to say it was implied dibs. Implied dibs isn't dibs. If you go, yeah, but I mean, like, it was the last bit of pizza. I just figured that I'd be the one eating it. But if you said, hey, listen, guys, I'm going to have the last piece of pizza, and everyone else is like, oh, we're all full. We don't want that pizza. And you're like, sweet, it's mine. But then you put it in the fridge, and you go to eat it the next day, and someone goes, yeah, I had it for breakfast. You'd be like, but I dibsed it. And like, oh, but you didn't eat it. You're like, yeah, but I still dibsed it. I don't know, man. I'm gonna, at the moment, from the basics of what you've told me, I'm gonna stick with your side of things. Can you find another planet? Is that possible?
Sorry. Based on the data our ancestors had when they launched this endeavor, it was determined that this was the perfect planet for us.
Sure.
Even if we had another viable candidate planet, we lack the resources to get there. And as you know, it took us 200 years to get here.
Yeah, but we can
Our
move you
people
there.
have no desire to go back to drifting the stars so their children's children can possibly settle
No.
on an inferior planet.
No. We do it a lot quicker. Look, I'll try, but diplomacy might require compromise, yeah?
Yes, of course. But we need to start from a firm position and state our goal.
Of course.
If need be, we can compromise, work out a mutually beneficial deal or some such.
Sure.
But initially, I'd like you to be firm with them and convince them to leave the planet to us.
Okay.
Let me know how they respond, and we'll go from there.
Sure. All right. I mean, you could just settle on the other side of it. I did say that. You could just go and live on the other side of it.
We thought about it, but it simply won't do. I need to think about the distant future of our people.
You thinking there might be a war?
Sure, our first settlement may be small, but our predecessors dreamt of our new civilizations spreading across the globe. That will be difficult if someone else plans to do the same. While we're not completely close to the idea of sharing, it's much easier if we have complete domain over this world.
Look, I can't promise that I'm going to convince them. I don't know how long they've been for. I don't know what kind of settlement they've got. But I'm going to do what I can. Okay? But you're also effectively time travelers. But we'll see what happens.
Now, it makes little sense to give up before you try. Thank you, and good luck.
I'm just being realistic. Sarah wants to talk, of course she does.
We should have a talk. When you have the time, of course.
I'm gonna just quickly save before I forget to. Okay.
I have an important personal decision to make, but I need to discuss something with you first.
Oh. Have I done something wrong?
No, not at all. This is something that's been weighing on my mind for a long time.
Okay.
I was hoping if I talked about it with you, I could get your opinion. That's all.
Alright, I mean, if it'll help you decide, I'm here to listen.
Phew, thank you. So, where to start?
Oh, one of these stories, okay.
Before I was with the Navigator Corps, I was career military, part of the United Colonies Navy.
Yes.
When the Colony War broke out, I was posted as the chief navigator on a warship, the Dauntless.
Heard that name before for a ship. It's pretty close to captain, yeah?
In my case, I was third in command, which has a lot to do with the story. There was a particularly bloody battle. We were fighting over a world in the Eta Cassiopeia system. Worst fighting I'd ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
We lost 12 ships that day. 12. Including my own.
Were you on it? How were you, what? Escape pods, I'm assuming? Why the Cassiopeia system?
Economic reasons. Several of the worlds in the Cassiopeia system were mineral rich. Both sides wanted to drop refinery outposts on the surface to bolster their supply.
Okay. Fair enough. Hundreds of lives must have been lost. Must have been a pretty big battle.
I'm well aware how many lives were lost. Now let me finish.
Oh, fuck up.
The ship was barely intact. The captain and first mate died the previous day, which put me in command. A shrewd captain would have called for the crew to abandon ship, but I was so angry. I wanted to stay. I needed to fight.
Ah, I see. You got a bunch of people killed. And the ship could still fight even though it was that damaged?
The Dauntless was a tough little ship. No shields and the hull was breached, but it still had power.
Sorry?
And weapons. That's why I remained in the battle. Huge mistake.
You're an insane person. I personally, I wouldn't have taken the risk. You got a hole in your hull and no shield. I would have gone home. I disagree with what you did. And you already feel bad, and I know you're opening yourself up, but I'm going to tell you you're wrong.
Yes, I know. Okay?
Oh, she liked it. Okay.
Damn it. Will you let me finish?
Well,
We
she
fought
didn't
for
sound like she
hours,
liked it, but apparently she
but
did.
the damage was fatal. I gave the order to abandon ship, and the crew piled into the escape shuttle. As the shuttle launched, I could see it was damaged. I heard screams before the radio cut. And last thing I saw, they were spiraling helplessly towards the planet's surface.
Damn.
There was nothing I could do.
Right. So were you doing the whole captain goes down with the ship, or what?
It was my duty as acting captain to be the last person to leave the Dauntless.
Yep.
We had more than one escape shuttle available. So, I elected to wait until they were safe.
They don't sound particularly safe, so why are you not still waiting? Ha ha! And I'm guessing it was far too far gone to go after your crew, yeah?
The ship barely had enough power for comms and life support. All I could do was watch them die.
Mm-hmm. Sorry you had to go through that.
You're sorry. For me?
No, I'm sorry for your crew
If
as well.
I hadn't been so stubborn, so eager to prove that I could handle command, my crew would have had more time to escape.
Nothing you've described sounds like your fault. Yes, it does. I'm not saying that. What'd your superiors say?
My superiors?
Yeah.
When the dust settled, the United Colonies gave me a medal.
Survivors
Can
Guild.
you believe that? A damn medal. I never even had a chance to find the shuttle wreckage and give my crew a proper burial.
Mm-hmm. Right. How'd you get off the Dauntless?
After I checked every section of the ship for wounded crew, I took the other escape shuttle. If I hadn't, I would have died.
Yep.
The Dauntless came apart minutes after I escaped.
Right. I mean, at least you're alive to honor their legacy, right?
That's true. But still, it doesn't erase the real issue here. Remember when you said no one but me would have pushed harder to keep the Navigator Corps going? Well, this time, pushing too hard cost lives. Don't you get it? Everything I do, everything I touch, somehow falls apart. That's why I'm worried about us.
Don't worry. I'll put you out the airlock before you cause too many troubles. Besides, if you think that yourself of being that important that you have much effect over the ship, I keep you on board because, one, you were the first crewmate, and two, because you make my lasers go pew pew better. Or maybe it's, you make my jump drive go better. What else are you worried about?
Look, it's clear the two of us are becoming more than partners.
Oh, okay.
We're becoming close friends.
Sure.
Even though I've pushed people away in the past.
You're a bit of a dick.
I feel different when I'm around you. I feel safer, comfortable, not afraid to admit who I am. I'm terrified I'm going to screw that up.
Right. Well, can't get rid of me that easily.
All this nonsense and you still have faith, eh?
Yeah.
You really care about me, don't you?
Wouldn't be bothering to talk to you if I didn't. But me like you lots. Me like you more than like me like you. Stacy.
You know, I've spent a lot of time thinking about us, about our relationship, how we've clearly become close. I practiced what I was going to say when the moment was right, and now that it's here, my mind's gone blank. Look, you deserve the best. Someone who can give themselves to you entirely. But right now, I have too much baggage. Too much on my mind.
Okay.
I hope you'll forgive me for pushing you away. I just need time.
Okay. We should go.
The Constant is a peaceful ship. Don't change that.
I'm not starting shit. I would like to loot all your stuff, though. What do you got? What do you got for me? What if I'm right? Oh, that's a lot of... it might give us a bit of insight. An excerpt from Rupert Brackenridge's last autobiography, published on Earth before the departure of the ECS Constant. But crisis looms in our future, whether we want to believe it or not. While Earth may not be fragile, it's faced a number of mass extinctions, meteor strikes, ice ages, wars, and other global catastrophes. The human race only has one home, and if that home becomes inhospitable, no number of underground bunkers will be enough to survive the tide. Precisely, this is why the Earth Colony Ship Initiative... Precisely, this is why I started the Earth Colony Ship Initiative. This is why I reached out to the best and brightest minds of the 22nd century for their funding. And their... Oh, pardon me. And their expertise. If humanity is to not only survive, but to thrive, we must shoot for the stars. It is my hope that others reading these words will join me in this endeavor and follow my lead. I'm tired of waiting for politicians of the world to agree on a course of action to preserve humanity for all of time. This is why it's up to us private enterprises, such as my own Bracken Global, to develop our own ventures. Upon its completion, the ECS Constant will be the first ship of its kind, a colony ship built to transport a selection of humanity beyond our solar system, deep into territory unknown, to our new Garden of Eden. My scientists assure me that our new home is fundamentally perfect in every way, and I aim to keep it that way. It will be a world built on renewable energy, a reliable, equitable foundation from which our new society will grow. And from there, new colony ships will be built and sent to new planets to colonize them under the same ideals and values. A brilliant new future for humanity. And though it may take hundreds or thousands of years, I have little doubt that it will lead humanity to brave new frontiers and set a shining example for any other life we may find along the way. The rest of the book meanders about talking of grand designs and future utopias and such. Some of it seems reasonable, but in hindsight, his ambitions seem a bit too lofty. Fair enough. I'm going to quickly have a sip of Estus, because I forgot to take my meds.
Brackenridge.
Should do.
That sounds so familiar.
Yeah?
Something from history slates that I've read. Oh, I feel I should know who this person is, but somehow it's escaped my memory.
Mm-hmm. I feel like it's weird that nobody knew that these guys were out here. Who's this? So this is Boris Breckenridge, Alexander Breckenridge, Diana Breckenridge, who's the current one, Philippe Breckenridge, and Eliza Breckenridge. Okay, so 6 generations, because old mate that wrote the book isn't on the wall. I thought it was 6 or 7. Ugh. I feel like I'm going to need the paperwork. And even if I find the paperwork, the guys on the ground are going to be like, no, it's ours. We got here first. But like, if there's a key for safe, feeling that there's going to be something in there. Hello.
Just because our equipment's old doesn't mean it won't work to take down troublemakers.
The laser weapons? What do we got? Nothing else in here that's going to help. Red darts, fire extinguishers, blah blah blahs. Digipicks. Captain slippers. I want the captain's uniform. I want it. But I want to keep it. Where'd you put the door? Where's the door?
Careful waving that fancy gun around.
Oh, there it is.
We don't need to see what it can do.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, hold on. That's not crouch. This is crouch. Do. Tara? You be shush now. Okay, good. Now.
Yeah, what is it?
I
Have
want
something
you
for me?
to fit in. Actually,
Until
no.
later.
I want... Wait, hold on. This one. I want me to... Whoa. Hello? Oh. Albatross is out of bed. I didn't realize she was awake. I just heard this loud bang from the kitchen. Can you do me a favor, please? Can you close the bathroom door? Thank you. There is traffic noises. And cold air. Ah. Yes. If I wear this, are they going to be like, that's stolen? Did you just break... Leave you alone for 2 seconds. Is the bathroom? Yeah, it is. Succulent. Man, how much toilet paper do you reckon you need to pack? Ah, hockey stick. There's so many cool things on this ship that I could come back and steal. Maybe later. Maybe today's the day that we
Now
get
that we know what's out there.
the steal perk. I think that these guys just need to be brought up to speed. Like, they need to like get everybody on. I think the solution to this would be like, get this ship down to the surface, right? Oh, look at all the trees. Get this ship down to the surface, right? Get everybody down there. And then once everybody is down there, we can get them all onto a ship and take them to like New Atlantis or whatever.
Stay out of trouble.
And
Just
then
because our equipment's old doesn't mean it won't work to take
So
down
that-
troublemakers.
I've
So that-
lived my entire life in the Constant. I'm not sure how else to live.
We'll have a good explore of the Constant later. We gotta go check out the surface. Through engineering?
People always appreciate a good engineer, whether they know it or not.
It is not through engineering.
Sure is nice to know there are other people out there.
But I think it's... Oh, pardon me again. I think it's a matter of getting these guys down to the surface with their ship, getting them all onto a ship and taking them to New Atlantis, or some can stay here with the ship, getting engineers to come here, right? To outfit the ship with a jump drive of some sort, so that it can then go to New Atlantis or wherever, and then letting people decide.
I can't tell you how many times I've had to make do with.
Do you know where the dock
elegant
is?
Solutions to complex technical problems.
Can we talk?
I was hoping to talk to our visitor from outer space, and here you are. Welcome, welcome. I have a million burning questions, but I won't overwhelm you. There will be plenty of time for that later. Please, indulge me just a couple.
Okay.
How did you do it? Did humanity finally discover faster than light travel and eclipse our poor old ship?
Yeah, we do. We have grab drives.
I knew it. It's incredible. I read about this technology in our archives from Earth, but it was only theoretical back then. Amazing! I'll have to learn more. Oh, I've got so many questions, but I'm being rude. I haven't even given you my name. Chief Engineer Kazemi, but you can call me Amin. And I might add, I'm one of the reasons we're still floating out here today.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know either. I'm sure there'll be plenty of time for that later.
My name's Jack. There's something else I need to talk to you about, apparently.
Yes, of course. Anything for my new friend.
Do you know where the dock is? You said you had more questions for me.
Yes, so many. Does everyone have their own spaceships like you? Do people only live on naturally habitable planets, or did they learn to terraform? Are we in contact with alien species? I have so many more, but I don't want to take up all your time.
Kinda. No. Not everyone has ships, but many people do.
Haha! I knew it! Incredible! Amazing! Simply amazing! In our ancestors' time, only the very wealthy could afford to build ships. Even this ship was only possible by our families pulling together nearly all of their financial resources.
Understandable. There's no terraforming, but there are colonies on inhospitable planets. We just use hab units and suits. So people just, you know, do what they did when they first landed on the moon.
I'm not surprised. The amount of energy it would take to terraform an entire planet seems improbable.
Yeah.
I can assume these types of colonies are strictly for mining and gathering rare resources.
Pretty
since
much.
There are nearly limitless habitable planets to choose from out there.
Yep. And no sentient creatures as far as we can tell. But there's a lot of stuff out there.
Disappointing, but not unexpected. When you showed up, I tried to tell the others about the Fermi paradox. I suggested that the most likely explanation for you was that humanity had developed faster, more advanced technology and had leapfrogged us. Seems I was right.
Indeed. But, unfortunately, that is all the questions I have time for.
Thank you for taking the time to talk with me. I can have a bit of a big personality, I'm told. So let me know if I ever get on your nerves.
Ah, man, I get ADHD. Totally understand. I mean, with a ship this old, do you have any good heroic engineering stories set up?
Many years ago, when I was a junior engineer, the reactor's computer burned out. The computer that controls the reactor's various regulators. I'll spare you the details, but when that happens, the ship and everyone on it is in danger of turning into a mess of hot slag.
Yep.
I had to jury-rig parts from old media devices to prevent a meltdown. And that's how I became the boss around here.
Cool. So you just keep doing that? Is that all you do as chief engineer? Like, what else do you do?
Some may say I'm a master of keeping things together with nothing but duct tape and bubble gum. Well, if we had any gum left. Pretty sure that ran out 100 years ago. When I'm not dealing with catastrophic engine failures, I manage the other engineers. We maintain all the machinery, computers, you name it. We keep the life support on, and the ship flying.
Fair enough. And I assume, like, if your predecessors knew about grav drives, they didn't wait for it because they thought that the world was going to end soon? Like, what was the go?
Great question. I do not know for sure, but I can venture a guess. All of the reading I've done on the matter suggests that at the time, there was uncertainty that the technology would ever work, or if it did, that it would work at the scale we needed. So, I trust they made the decision to strike out when they did, fully believing it was the only way.
Fair enough. Cool. Alright, well, thank you. I'll catch you later.
Good luck out there!
Okay,
We were never trained to address threats coming from outside our ship.
You know where the dock is?
Now that we know what's out there, things are going to be more interesting from here on out.
That didn't answer my question, but thank you. Engineering, command bay, lift, cargo bay, medical bay. I don't think we came through the cargo bay, did we? Oh yeah, we did, because we came up the stairs. Because they were all like walking sideways along the stairs, and it was weird.
Careful waving that fancy gun around. We don't need to see what it can do.
I wasn't gonna... Alright
Just
then.
stay out of trouble.
Okay, you guys are all dicks. Not doing shit.
Captain?
Okay, so...
Yes, you need me?
Do I? Okay. Let's, Ooh, turkey. Ooh, soba. Let's, make our way down to the surface. And we'll see what's there. Eh? Gotta... Oh, pardon me. Give myself a little bit of a posture check.
Undocking complete, Captain.
Alright. Nope. Sorry. No, not the constant. Planet. Yep. So... this is where he was. What's this place? What's this over here? What are you? Parama 2C? Parama 2A, that's just a fucking glorified asteroid. Parama 2B, there's a place here. Industrial outpost, okay. Scan Parama 2 for a bit. There's some stuff there. There's definitely some stuff there. So I took some new screenshots. We have some new thumbnails for the VODs. And this weekend, with it being Friday night now, this weekend I'm hoping to get some time to oh, it's actually like a hotel. I'm hoping to get some time to trim everything down. Alright. Let's jump off. See what's around.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye! Feel like we should be here during the day, hey? Feel like it's a resort. We should be here during the day. So I'm gonna have a quick nap. And come back out of the ship at daytime. What time is it now? 7:30 at night. Right. Let's go with 9:30 in the morning. Sounds good. If it's a hotel or a resort or something, that's around about the time you'd want to get out and start having a bit of a buffet breakfast. Going for a walk on the promenade of some sort, I guess. I feel like there's the whole, like, Breckenridge signed a thing. You know, no one gave a fuck. That's going to come into it. That's going to be a big deal.
Time to get back to the world, eh?
Certainly is. Let's go. Oh yeah, and I can do. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm a spaceman. You know what? For because I want to be taken a bit seriously. Nah, fuck it. I'm just gonna keep the hat on. The hat's fine. Ooh. It's giving me Fallout vibes. It's definitely giving me Fallout vibes. Like that sort of rounded edge. Like almost plastic look to it. Is there a dude here somewhere that'll be like, hey, I can upgrade your ship?
Paradiso security is only here for your safety.
Okay.
Hello, and welcome back. Mr. Tofik, I am aware that this is your 8th visit to our resort. Your repeat patronage is much appreciated. Is there any assistance I may offer you today?
Actually, a question. Usually when I come here, the shuttle takes a certain route, showing me the beauty of this world. But this time, our entries seem to take longer, and we pass by a lot more open water. Was there something wrong with our normal flight path? I heard the rumors of a ship in orbit.
Yep.
Please allow me to apologize for this inconvenience. This alternate entry was required due to a meteor shower affecting the usual descent route.
Lies.
Nothing to worry about. To make up for this, allow me to credit your account with a 15% discount on spa amenities. Once again, we are dreadfully sorry.
It's okay, Viator. I know you're programmed to be overly concerned with your service. I just wanted to know why. But thank you for crediting my account anyway.
I have noted your repeat appearance at our resort.
Hello.
Thank you for your patronage. You have been automatically credited with 20% off your next stay.
Me? Okay.
Hey, I noticed you arriving at port shortly after I did. Something's been bothering me, and I've been dying to ask another guest.
Yeah?
They told us there was a very active meteor shower, which is why we had to divert our flight path coming in for our landing.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't seen a single shooting star since I've been here. That's weird, right?
I mean, I came in on my own ship.
Oh, that's fair. I'll just have to ask around. The view coming in is so beautiful. You should really take the shuttle here sometime.
If I have the opportunity.
Of course, they've done away with that flight path for some reason. I sure hope not. Anyway, enjoy your stay. Sorry for bothering you.
Okie dokie.
Welcome.
Hello.
I hope your stay is a pleasant one.
You're cool. I like that you're a different color. Who are you?
Need some work done?
Maybe.
Got anything you need to offload? Trade Authority is always buying. Kiosk.
Sure.
Yep, no,
How about
I'll just have a look and see if you got any cool parts. Do you got any cool ship parts? Got any cool stuff? What do you got? What stuff do you have? Hey? You got a whole bunch of weapons. Which, I mean, everyone has weapons. They have landing bays. They have multiple landing bays. Oh, they got a side landing bay. Kind of like that. I kind of like a side landing bay. I like that. Did I build or buy this ship? Neither. I got it from a quest. This one, with the way that it is, probably have to like take a leg off, which I kind of don't want to do. Where could I attach it? What's this? This is the reactor. This is the armory. That's an engine. Oh. Okay. But I like that. I like a side entry thing. Oh, there's a front one. Oh, they're both front ones. That's a front one. Kind of like that. There's a bigger one. Kind of nice. I would need to like raise the whole ship up a little bit, but still. Cargo. Normal old cargo. Big cargo. Cool. Got some different cockpits going on. A lot of cockpits, actually. Like a bunch. Ooh. I don't like that. That's pretty sick. Because these ones, I'm pretty sure the one that I've got is Demos. Yeah. Demos cockpit. Oh. They have a 4 docker. Can I flip it? No, it's 4 or nothing. Okay. So does the port one flip at least? Yeah, it does, okay. Alright. Cool. No. We got the top docker. The Connect Pro top docker. And then the Connect Pro docker on the side. Got some engines. Got a bunch of fuel tanks here. Landing gears. Look at our legs. Good old legs. Oh. These are very similar to the ones that we've currently got. Fore, mid, aft. Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay. Look at that. That's kind of cool too. Grav drives, habs. What do we got for habs? Companionway storeroom. We have some all-in-one berths, which is good. What berths have I currently got? I think I've got a big one in here. Yeah, we got the all-in-one. And then here I've got Demos Armory, which I'm not too fussed on the Armory because it doesn't do anything for me, right? It's cool because you can store shit there, but I don't think I ever will. All-in-one. Armory, the captain's quarters. Computer core gives me a crew station. Control station gives me a bunch. Ooh. Bunch of crew stations. An infirmary. Living quarters. Science lab. Workshop. Engineering bay, which gives us 1 crew station apparently. All the Nova Galactic stuff. Shroud storeroom. A, B, and C. Oh, I can flip them. Oh, because they're either side. Interesting. Interesting. So that side has to be on the outside. That's kind of cool. Stroud companionway, Stroud storeroom. Hold on. Just throughout stored room one by one. Guessing it could be the middle, yeah, okay. And then you have side ones. Interesting. Okay. All-in-one berths. Usuals. Oh, they got 2 different all-in-ones. But I don't know what's inside them. Workshop, all-in-one berth. I think I want to get rid of my armory. I don't know. We'll fuck around with ship stuff later, I think. There's so much to fuck around with. They do have some cool parts here. Thanks, bud. Yeah, it's the Razor Leaf. Space Batman ship. Okay. Are you guys important or are you guys just like guests?
If I could just stay here forever, I would.
Yeah?
One of these days, I'd love to experience this resort the way our guests do.
Okay. It's cool. It definitely gives me Fallout vibes.
Oh, Paradiso is absolutely beautiful. Can you possibly imagine a more tranquil place for a resort?
Yes. So many. Hello.
I was worried about my beach body until I spoke with that lady at Enhance here.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, welcome to Hotel Paradiso. You may continue inside to the main desk if you need to check in for your stay, or feel free to browse the shops along the promenade.
Well,
Let me know if I
thank
can
you.
answer any questions you may have, or help you in any other way.
I most certainly will. What if I just want to use the beach?
Unfortunately, the beach is reserved for hotel guests only, and that goes for the entire planet's beaches.
Well,
The
that's
Paradiso Group owns all land on Parima 2, so you must either be a resort guest or have prior authorization for any public or private beach use.
This is going to make
But,
life
and
difficult.
you didn't hear this from me, security rarely has the bandwidth to patrol outside the main resort.
Right. Romance Sarah scares me. She's a bit too zealous. I swear she plucks my hair and sniffs me while I sleep. I mean, I've already got the adoring fan on board, so it's not really going to change much. Who do I see about booking a room then?
For that, you'll want to head inside, go to the main desk, and speak with Dirk. He'll be more than happy to guide you through the check-in process.
Right. And this is some sort of mega resort type place, yes?
Ah, this is your first time here. That's exactly what it is.
Is your hand
Paradiso
okay?
prides itself on being the fanciest, most relaxing resort getaway in the galaxy. People from all over come here to bask in the sun, enjoy the all-natural beaches, explore, enjoy the local wildlife, and generally get pampered.
Cool. All right. Well, I'll be off.
Take care.
Oh, this looks like a lovely place for a stay. Might also be the perfect time to stop for some food or tranquility. Where should we begin?
We need to talk. Keep your head in the game. All right. We need to go and talk to security. This isn't a date. Dirk.
Another lost belonging notification in the system. When am I going to find the time? Oh dear, a guest. Dreadfully sorry you had to hear my complaint. How unprofessional of me.
Barry, I want you
Hello.
fired.
Welcome to Paradiso. Dirk Huddleston at your service. Do you need assistance checking in for your reservation?
I need to speak to the manager. Sounds like you're in the middle of something, mate. Should I come back?
Oh, no. Nonsense. Just a small scheduling issue. Some of our guests have misplaced their belongings, and I am responsible for finding and returning said belongings. Just one of the many services we are happy to provide here at Paradiso. Nothing to worry you about. May I continue to check you in?
I haven't decided whether I'm staying here yet.
Interesting. Yet you've decided to take a shuttle here or land your craft on a resort planet.
Yep.
Well, if you change your mind, you'll let me know, I suppose.
Certainly will. What can you tell me about Paradiso?
Broad question, but I'll try my best.
It's your job.
Paradiso is the premier resort destination in the known universe. This planet is as perfect as one could possibly imagine. That is, assuming pristine beaches, constant beautiful sunny weather, and fabulous resort accommodations are to your liking.
I can keep an eye out for some lost belongings.
Oh no, you're on vacation. I wouldn't dream of asking a guest to find other guests' lost belongings.
We just discussed I was not.
But if you want to take a look at the list in the system and you happen to find anything while you're out and about, I suppose it would help me out. Please, don't feel obligated, however.
Okay, sure. And, who owns this place?
Parima 2 is owned independently by the Paradiso Group. We exist outside of the United Colonies and Freestar Collective, yet entertain visitors from both.
See.
The Paradiso Group is run by several board members, many of whom take residence within the resort itself. They established the resort as a getaway for all on the most beautiful planet in the universe, and I can tell you that there were substantial monetary investments to make sure of that.
They're not going to want to give it up either. I'm going to be faced with one of those choices, and there's not going to be any bad guys. It's going to be me being like, well, someone's going to die. What resort accommodations can you recommend here, Dirk?
For one, our hotel rooms are quite luxurious. The executive suite is especially posh, but perpetually booked. However, I must say, even the economy rooms are exceedingly pleasant. You'll find our beach relaxing, and we have several top-notch shops and dining experiences. I particularly enjoy a spot of afternoon tea from Tranquility. Of course, we also have the galaxy's only gourmet chunks. And if you're feeling adventurous, I believe the Enhance is still running a very popular Paradiso Getaway special.
Okay, I love discount plastic surgery. All right, well, I'll leave you to it.
Thank you again for staying with us.
All good, bud.
There is plenty to see and do around the resort. I hope you'll join in the fun.
I'd love for you to get the fuck out of my way.
Hey, how's it going? You enjoying the resort?
He's one of them. Are you flirting with me? How much money do you have on you? I mean, yeah, it's okay, I guess.
Okay, come on, you're looking at paradise and it's just okay?
Yep.
Maybe the beach isn't your thing, but you won't find more beautiful or interesting people anywhere else in the universe.
I don't know, man.
Name's a Million, by the way. I work for the resort.
I can tell.
You can come to me if any of the other staff here gives you trouble. Anyway, unless you need something else, I should probably get back to what I was doing.
I think you should get off the computer.
Gotta solve all of the resort's problems before I can enjoy the Paradiso nightlife, if you're picking out what I'm putting down.
Do you have Aurora? Can you tell me more about the nightlife?
What are you hinting at? Is that an invitation?
No.
Because I already have plans tonight, but we could still... Oh, you were just asking about, like, in general.
Yes.
There is some talk about building a club, but that hasn't happened yet. So people tend to make their own nightlife. Me, I like to find that special someone and take him to the beach and just feel the cool ocean breeze while dancing on the sand to some chill music, you know?
Okay. All right. What's your job here?
Well, I'm the shift manager, so I take care of my employees so they can in turn take care of our guests. Got to make sure things run smoothly here, you know?
He's pretty bad at eye contact, but
I
that's
also
okay.
used to run speed dating, but that's been put on hold. Wine tasting's still going strong for the all-inclusive guests, though. Of course, at night, I party like everyone else. Between you and me, this place is great for casual hookups, if you know what I mean.
I don't know what you mean. You mean like hooks of something? If you don't stop with the flirting, I'll have to report you. Sounds like you could use a hand with your job, bud.
You know what?
Not like
I
that.
definitely could. We just got a major recall on our air purifiers, and neither me or any of my staff are able to get off-world to pick up the replacement parts.
Right. Why can't you get them shipped directly here?
They told us they won't ship them here since we're in unincorporated territory outside of the UC or Freestar Collective. Too much of a risk of pirates. Too much liability, they say. Funny. It's not a problem for other companies. Anyway, that's where we are.
Right. And what's wrong with the current air purifiers?
Bits of fibers from the filters can get blown out, not only defeating the purpose of the purifiers in the first place, but they're also harmful if breathed in. Bad design all around, I'm told. But I guess this was an expense corporate cheaped out on. And we're stuck with it for the time being until we can afford to replace the whole units.
Fair enough. All right. I mean, I can go and get them, but not for a bit, and you'll need to pay me.
Wow, that'd be great. You can pick up the purifier parts using this claim slip at the Unified Transport Facility at Gagarin Landing. It's a long-term storage facility where the parts are being kept. Just show the claim to the shipping manager, Akachi Rosenblum, and you'll get what we need. Thanks.
Akachi Rosenblum.
You're really saving my ass.
Remember the name Akachi Rosenblum, Stacy? I'm pretty good with names, but I'm being pushed. Paradiso, a guide to hospitality. The Paradiso Group would like to remind you, our dedicated hospitality specialists, of 4 simple rules we'd like you to keep in mind as you make this resort a premium destination for our valued guests. Always address guests with respect and warm smiles. Without our guests, we'd have no resort, and you don't have a job. 2. Cleanliness is key. The smallest speck of sand where it doesn't belong can ruin someone's day. If you see anything amiss, either clean it yourself or report it to the nearest sanitation technician as soon as possible. This goes double for your personal hygiene. 3. Comfort, comfort, comfort. Always offer guests whatever accommodations they may need to be at their most comfortable. Don't shy away from upselling. 4. You're a representative of this resort. Whether you're on the clock or not, you're free to relax in your off hours, but you must always remain professional. Imagine the ideal guest, that kind that creates as few problems for you and your job as possible. And be that guest. Right, that sounds kind of like a bit of indentured servitude, but whatever. Shed the latest pics of my cat. I'll have to look at them on Discord in a bit. Premium desperation. Yeah, a little bit. Dirk Huddleston. Okay. Room 204. Dirk, Emilian. Under no circumstances are you allowed... Hold on. Jiro Sugiyama. Oh, that's the dude that talked to us in orbit. Dirk, Emilian. Under no circumstances are you to allow staff to attend room 204. This is an ongoing security concern. We're hoping the occupant will relent soon and this will become a non-issue, but please await further instruction. Dirk, despite what the computer system may say, please understand that the room should be considered occupied, so do not allow any bookings of that room until I give the all clear. Okay? Lost wedding ring. Hi there. I recently stayed at your resort, and while I found the accommodations to be just lovely, I seem to have misplaced my wedding ring. It's very important to me that I get it back before my husband notices. I'm sure you understand. I last had it when I was staying at the cabana I rented from you, but I searched the cabana itself and I couldn't find it. So it's possible it may have fallen in the sand somewhere nearby, and unfortunately I don't recall which cabana number it was. So maybe you could look it up in your system? I sincerely hope you'll take my issue seriously. I'd hate to have to book my next getaway at another resort, given how much I've spent at Paradiso over the years. He sounds like a dickhead, but anyway, keep an eye out for it. Dirk, my man! Oh, hold on. What's his accent? He's like Spanish or something? Dirk, my man. You've come to party with us sometime. It's okay to let loose once in a while. I can get someone over to cover your shift. Seriously. It's crazy fun we're having. Even got some of the stuff from Neon. Oh, he's got Aurora. That's naughty. Gift shop complaint. I don't know who to address this to, because I didn't see the gift shop address anywhere, so I'll just do it here. The lady working the store was just incredibly rude to me. I was looking to buy a nice little gift for my daughter back home, but this woman refused to look up the price for me unless I was sure I was going to buy it. Even when I asked her name so I could file this complaint, she said her name was Bite My Ass. So rude. Karen Suwan. Although, the staff member did sound like a dick, so I don't blame her. Room service. Hello? This is my 7th call for room service in the past hour, and I'm getting upset. I keep ordering the 6-prawn delight, but each time I try it, it tastes a little funny. Each time I call, and the bellhop brings me another one, and each time it still tastes a little off. At first, I thought your chef is just incompetent, but now I'm starting to wonder if the bellhop is spitting in it or something. He was giving me the stink eye, and I don't like it. Kids these days have no respect for doing a job well. I demand you send another order up to my room right away, and it had better be good, or I'll write a letter to my local newspaper telling them about your terrible service. Sincerely, K-Ren. Karen? K-Ren? Karen? Get it? I made the joke before that at this one, but this one is actually Karen. Karen. Ha ha ha. Get it? Do you get it? Do you get the joke? Do you understand? Do you understand this? Anyway. Hello? Here we go. Lost and found. Lost. Lodi Sherman, room key card. Last remembered having it while waiting for the elevator on the 5th floor. Alam Khan, thermos. Might have dropped it somewhere near the spaceport. Rumiko Sharp, wedding ring. Dropped on the beach. Outside entrance to Cabana. Franz Garcia, slate. Last seen on rooftop terrace prior to a night of heavy drinking. Okay. Found. Sapphire heart-shaped necklace. Found on ocean floor while deep-sea diving. That's a Titanic reference. It's been 84 years. Antique digital music player found hanging from a tree branch by headphone cord. That's got to be a reference to something too. Like, think like Discman. Like a Discman hanging by a headphone cord. A red and white bicycle left behind after a film shoot? That could be anything. Gold ring. Found in a pile of volcanic ash while guest was exploring a nearby island. Could be the One Ring from Lord of the Rings. Could be. Could be. All movie references, maybe. Alright, come on, Sarah.
Let the concierge know
come on,
if
Sarah.
you need anything.
Come on, Stacey. There we go. What are you? You're the general store.
Oh, hey. A customer.
Oh, you're the bite my ass chick.
Welcome to Paradiso gift shop and convenience. Feel free to look around, but don't break anything or you've got to buy it. And before you ask, there aren't any discounts, so don't even try to haggle with me.
Alright. You're not a big fan of your job, huh?
Why would I? I have to sell overpriced crap to rude, obnoxious tourists all day. My uncle works for the Paradiso board. When he said he could get me a job here, I expected an executive level job, not
right.
This. But it's not all bad. I don't have to worry about getting fired, and I live in Paradiso for free. Now, can I get you something, or are you going to keep asking questions about my life?
Gonna keep asking questions about your life. You sure that I can't talk you down on any of the prices?
No.
Okay.
Ugh. You people always think that just because we're some French
you
planet
people.
and not part of the free stars or whatever, that we're happy to haggle for everything.
You people. How dare
I
you?
wouldn't even care, honestly. But they take it out of my pay if any money's missing. So no discount.
Okay. What are you selling?
Okay, take a look.
Doesn't have much money. It's interesting that they sell weapons. Calibrated combat knife, cutter, drumbeat, modified arc welder, calibrated eon, calibrated rattler, calibrated and overlight. Okay, so this is the pistol that I've got the rifle for. So a couple of suppressed weapons, which is kind of nice. A tombstone. Did I pick up a tombstone, or did I just see it in a shop? Either way, it's fucking sick. I got a couple of spacesuits. Nothing particularly special. Calibrated ground crew, deep seeker balance pack. Cool backpack. Calibrated helmets and such. Ground crew, etc. Resort wear. Kind of like the resort wear. Be funny going back up to the ship in orbit and being like, yeah, no, they're not moving, sorry. They have a lot of crafting resources, I guess. Sell from the Razorback, yes. Sell that. Do I have anything else on me that I want to sell even? I probably ditched it all when I was back on New Atlantis. Okay. My succulent. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.
Okay. Thanks for shopping.
Thanks for nothing.
We've got some of the best private security in the settled systems.
Bet you do. You're good down here, right, Samantha? We're gonna go to the 5th floor first and just have a quick look for keycard, because that's one of the things we gotta find. Near the 5th floor elevator. They said they dropped it. Mabby?
It's lovely here.
Yep. It's pretty nice. Can I jump? You let me jump? Yeah, there we go. Behind anything? Behind these? Behind the plants? In the plants? In the elevator itself? No.
There are so many activities I'm looking
Under
forward
any of
to
the couches?
doing, but I'm just
Ooh.
having a good time relaxing.
No, that's not anything. No. No. Doesn't look like anything.
Don't worry about us. We're just here to keep the peace.
Oh, here it is. Lost room key card. Sick.
Everything here is a little more expensive than I expected.
Apparently
Guess
you're not
that's
a
how they
human.
get you.
Have a great day.
You're a great day. Ooh, burn. I guess he's on the executive floor, I would assume. Or the ground floor, maybe, but... I should probably see if I've got the right quest on. I do not. Oh, okay. He's back in the lobby. He's over here? What the fuck? He's outside of here.
It's beautiful out there, isn't it?
You're beautiful out there, isn't it?
Enjoy your stay, knowing you're in our people.
Someone left a thermos at the landing pad too. Ooh. Ooh, running uphill gets me every time. Just briefly, what's last resort? Ah. Where's the thermos? Do we see it? Do we have a marker for it? Or do we have to get close to it first? Says he left it at the spaceport. We're gonna look for it first. Pretty sure it's the thermos that's out here.
Anything I can help you with?
Nope. Looking for a thermos. You're not gonna move, so... I love that there's like the landing pad and I've just landed right in the middle of it. Like, fuck your shuttles. Not gonna be like right around the edge or something? Nah. Could be over that way. Hello, go bang. This is the security office, I'm guessing. I'm coming up on. Ooh, 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 chopping. Chopping a few frames there. Thermos? Thermos. Right, bud. I didn't check these. Should have a marker, right? Ooh. Aha. Give. Beautiful. Now, back to our intended target. really want a boost pack back. I know I can customize this one into a boost pack, but I might get a better one. Knock knock. Oop, this way. Hello.
Welcome to Paradiso. Jiro Sugiyama at your service.
How you doing, bud?
Do you have a security concern, or is there something else I can help you with?
You radioed me. Do you get much trouble at the resort? Like, do you get attacked by pirates or anything?
Honestly, it's not as exciting as you might think most of the time. More often than not, we're just handling drunk and disorderly conduct. Heck, even pirates leave us alone for the most part. I think it's because some of them actually vacation here. As long as they're not bothering anyone, we've been told not to worry about them.
Huh. Nice neutrality. But you're the guy I need to speak to.
Something I can help you with?
Yeah, yep. You radioed me in orbit. I'm here to speak on behalf of the ship.
Oh, it has a name. Good. Then you're already familiar with the situation, I take it. Do you know what they want?
I'm not sure they can be trusted. Rude. Yeah, it's an old colony ship. They have a claim for this planet.
Interesting. We obviously have no records of a colony ship claiming this planet.
You wouldn't.
Whatever the case, you'll need to speak with Oliver Campbell, the CEO for the Paradiso Group. He's in charge of bringing all formal decisions before the board and helping to make calls on them. I'll let him know you're on your way.
Okay. Easy enough. You are too far down the food chain for me to really delve into this much with. When you're in cooldown, you can go to the little blue circles on the map. And if you go to the cooldown, goes way faster. For what? Abilities?
A prime target for pirates.
I'm assuming you mean for the powers. Or, because you're you could be meaning for any game ever.
Can't wait for my shift to be over.
I'm not much of a beach person.
But welcome, Snuff. When you're in butt down, you can go to the little blue butts on the butt. And if you go there, the cooldown goes way faster. Thanks, butt. Helpful. Back to the executive floor we go. Hey, security man.
Excuse me, you can't just waltz in there. Do you have an appointment?
You know who I am.
I really don't, and I can't have you barging in on the executives while they're working. So if you need something, you can talk to me. That's the best I can do, I'm afraid.
See. I mean, you have a problem with the ship in orbit. I'm here to help.
Oh, you're the one they're waiting for then. Do you need anything else from me before you meet with the board?
Can you tell me about the board members themselves?
What I could tell you would get me in a lot of trouble. Most of them are typical C-level execs. I doubt you even need to use your imagination for that.
Boring ones.
The ones that show up to work day to day, at least.
Yep.
I swear, I've never even met some of them, because they chill at their own private, secluded beach homes all the time. Anyway, be smart around Oliver. He's got a way of getting what he wants without you realizing it. And that's all I'll say.
I see. What's it like working here?
I can't speak for anyone else, but I've got a pretty high-pressure job working as the executive assistant to the Paradiso board. You can imagine, dealing with a team of execs, trying to manage all of their schedules and their other whims. But it pays well, and they give me a nice executive suite at the hotel to live in. So
nice.
It's not all bad.
Yeah.
Free access to all the resort's amenities after work helps too.
Yep. Bet you party with Emilian and all his Aurora, huh? Sorry, ignore that I said that. Kill her, says Snorf. Maybe in a bit. We'll see how we go. We might have to. I'm hoping not to, but we might have to. All right, I'm ready to go to the boardroom.
Sure. Have fun in the shark tank. And don't worry, even they call it that.
Okie dokie. I am going to, because I want this to go to plan, I'm going to save it right here. Now, I don't intend to save scum if I make the wrong choice, but because I have foods and drinks and stuff for persuasion. Oh no, I probably should just drink it anyway, and I might not even need to save scum at all. But I really need to pee, so where's the button? This one. Should really make this like a common thing. Okay. There we go. Alright, I'll be back in about 3 minutes. You're playing a Bethesda game and not save scumming? My disappointment is immeasurable. Honestly, if I was playing this offline, you know I'd be all about it. But I'm really trying streaming it without doing that. Like even that armor that we realized we could re-roll yesterday, I took the first set. But anyway, I'll be back in 3 minutes. Okay. I am back. It did take a little bit longer than expected. Albatross has awoken. I was just saying a quick hello to her. I am getting big, I was just thinking about it because I'm like, when I was sort of like, the ship was like, we own the planet, not them. And then they're like, we own the planet, not them. I was getting big, like, is this going to be like the Megaton moment of like, do you destroy Megaton or Tenpenny Tower? And being here and being in this resort, I'm getting big Tenpenny Tower vibes. Like, for anybody that's played Fallout 3, you'll know what I'm talking about. I'm getting big Tenpenny Tower vibes from this place.
I just feel that we should be focusing on the natural beauty of this planet, not our amenities.
There are millions of planets out there. People can go to any one of them. The resort facilities are precisely what we bring to the table. Heck, it's the only thing we've really got to offer.
I don't want to risk us coming off as just another artificial, shady, trash-filled dump like Neon. That's
Fair.
not who we are. We've got something special here.
Yeah.
We should embrace that.
Should.
Belom's right.
Thank you.
We don't want to compete with Neon. Bayou's ruthless. He'll do anything he can to eliminate the competition. We don't need that kind of trouble.
What the fuck's your accent?
I think there's a middle ground. Maybe build up the beachfront at a boardwalk amusement park. I've had this idea to build artificial hot springs, that sort of thing.
I don't know if he's
Sounds good.
British or South African
Cost us and we can circle back
or
around to this.
English. Like, what are you? Hey, I'm just going to sit here until one of you decides to introduce yourself. You know what? You get to be called Sarah. Just this once. Can I talk to you, please? Can we have a conversation? You know what? Don't worry about it. I'm going to... Oh, okay.
What can I help you with?
Never mind.
Maybe another time.
Maybe. You never know. Sorry.
If you've heard about us elsewhere, chances are it's because of me.
Yeah, you reckon?
Hello? I
Hello?
didn't realise Kiwi was letting people in here.
It's your accent. What are you... I don't even know if that's like you're attempting to do something.
We'll make some time for you, but keep it quick, yeah?
Is that supposed to be Australian? I don't understand. You operate the resort outside the settled systems, yeah?
Not quite. We just don't answer to the Freestar Collective or the United Colonies.
Right.
Makes things easier. We don't pay any taxes. We don't need to follow their laws. All the benefits, none of the drawbacks. And know and mind, because half the politicians and other big shots love vacationing here. Works for everyone.
Okay. Well, put it on my business voice. Oh, that was a bit of a... Cuttlefish has reached puberty. No. Alright, well... What can you tell me about Paradiso?
We, the Paradiso Group, bought the rights to this planet years ago with the intent of turning it into the biggest and best resort in the universe. To that end, I'd say we've succeeded. As such, no other leisure enterprises may operate on the planet without renting land from us. But as you can see, none can afford such a deal.
Uh-huh. And there's only 3 of you?
No, of course not. There's several more. We're just the ones who show up day to day. The others spend their time lazing on the beach or gallivanting off-world.
I see.
Doesn't bother me, though. Less cooks in the kitchen means I get to make all the big decisions around here. Seems to be working out for us just fine.
Okay, well... I understand you're the man I need to talk to about the ship that's in orbit.
I am. And you must be the... diplomat you
Sure.
told me about.
Yeah.
Welcome, welcome. Normally I'd offer you an all-inclusive stay at our resort before we spoke. But given the circumstances, I'm going to cut to the chase. We've got our friends, the aliens, up there, causing all sorts of problems for our resort.
They're not really
Like
aliens.
that. The marketing team came up with it. The thought is, if we can't get rid of them, it might actually attract more tourism. Come see the aliens!
Right. Okay. Why is the problem so urgent? I'm guessing that you're upset because you think people are going to start talking about it, yeah?
We run a premier resort getaway here. We can't have our guests concocting stories about some budgy old ship hanging around up there.
Right.
As it is, we've had to reroute our luxury liners round the other side of the planet on entry so no one sees it. It's bad for business. We need to nip this in the bud and take care of it before the tourists catch on and cause a scene.
Okay, alright. I mean, whatever, it's brilliant marketing, I guess.
Sarcasm isn't nearly as powerful a tool as some think it is. But you're right, no one's gonna buy aliens. Remind me to fire the marketing team.
Okay.
So, tell me, what's the actual deal with this massive eyesore of a ship, besides scaring people away?
Well... not that one. Not calling him uptight colonist. What would you say if I told you it was really an alien mothership? No. Old Earth colonists desperate to settle after 200 years. I'm sure you can exploit that. No. It's a generation ship full of colonists from Earth. They're here after 200 years.
Well, that's something.
Yeah.
Shame we can't just tell them kindly to bugger off. Something tells me that's not going to work.
Yep.
Now, tell me, what are we going to do about it? Give me some proposals, people. I need something to work with here.
We could offer to resettle them here. There's more than enough space.
I like him.
They could stay here, temporarily, but it'll cost them.
They don't have anything.
Quite a bit, too. They'd need to work off all their debts before being allowed to leave.
I don't like that idea.
Maybe not. What if we help them get out of here? Outfit their ship with a grab drive so they can find a new home.
I like him again.
We could even lend our engineers to help and give their captain an updated star map.
Yep.
What do you think?
That's good too.
Sounds costly. We can't absorb that cost,
Don't
and
look
it's
at me like
unlikely
that.
they even have compatible currency,
Exactly.
let alone enough for the transaction.
Yes.
Someone else would have to foot the bill.
Don't look at me like
I
that.
swear this would be a lot easier if they ceased to exist entirely.
I'm not blowing them up.
Anyway, Seema's got the right idea. Either works for me. Just tell me what you want to do.
Why can't they just settle on the other side of the planet or something?
We own this planet, they don't.
They
Here
have
at
a claim to
Paradiso,
it.
we don't like leaving things to chance. Who knows what these people will do with their land? Imagine the landscaping disasters they might come up with, and how that might mar the satellite imagery of the planet in our brochures. No, much better to assimilate them into our culture if they come here to live, rather than leave it to chance.
I understand your point from a business stance, but I disagree.
And that's within your right. But as the CEO of Paradiso Group, I'm the one who has to make and approve decisions around here, not you. So, as much as I appreciate your feedback, it's not in the best interest of the Paradiso Group to take it into account.
Okay. Can we let some other authority handle this?
We operate outside of the Free Stars only, you see, partially because we don't want anyone else meddling in our affairs.
Of course.
And we'd rather not draw attention to it. As I've mentioned, it could be bad for business. We'd much rather settle this independently.
Right. Okay. And what, you're suggesting I destroy the ship?
I'm not suggesting anything, other than it would make our lives so much easier if that ship ceased existing. Make of that what you will.
Okay. And what? Why do I have to buy the grab drive?
It's not our responsibility to bear the brunt of that cost.
It is, because they're going to cost you money.
We're generous by offering the use of our engineering team to help install it. A custom rev drive can't come cheap, and I assume they have neither the monetary means nor the connections to get a hold of that kind of technology. That leaves the only other party in this negotiation. You.
What if I just leave them there, huh? So what, you're saying they could live here, but they'd be indentured servants?
Oh, I didn't say that specifically. This would be a mutual contract for room and board in exchange for services rendered. Of course, there's no telling how long this arrangement will last, given the substantial costs we'd need to take on in order to accommodate them here, including their continued room and board. But this may save the resort on operating costs in the long term, as we'd be able to let go of some of our current paid staff.
So you're saying you'd fire people? It's not just indentured servitude for the people that have been travelling for 200 years to make a new home. You're saying you would also fire your current staff. That's fucked up. it's expensive, but like, I feel like I've made up my mind.
And which proposal will you be taking to the good captain? I assume there's a captain?
There is. What after all this, they continue to insist their claim to this planet predates yours? Because it does.
They'd be hard-pressed to defend their claim in any courts. Our charter goes back years. It was registered with both the UC and Freestar Collective, per the Centaurus Proclamation. We may be outside the settled systems, but that charter as official as can be. I'm sorry, but you're going to need to be the one to break the news to them that they need to make a compromise or leave.
Okay, well, I'll do some research.
Guess we're tabling it for now. Let's circle back around ASAP, though.
Of course, of course. You.
I've been working on a new marketing slogan. Don't just imagine paradise. Live it in Paradiso.
Okay.
I don't really get paid to chat with guests.
You're lucky I'm not like the other board members, lazing about the beaches without a care in the universe.
Just doing my part to make sure Paradiso remains a paradise.
Hello there.
Hello there. Excuse
Let me
me?
know if I'm able to... Between you and me, I'm kind of glad most of the execs never show up to work.
Why do you remain so pleasant working for these people?
Oh, part of the job, I guess. Gotta put on a smile to keep it, you know? And it helps for those rare opportunities I get to talk them out of some of their crazier ideas. Like, did you know they wanted to dye the entire ocean on this planet pink so it would look more magical or something? They almost did it too, until I reminded Balam that guests won't appreciate the water dyeing their swimsuits funny colors. Funny it took that and not killing off all the ocean life, but I take what I can get. At least Balam's there to be the reasonable one.
I noticed. Alright, cool, thank you. I mean...
See you next time.
Sorry, thank you. I got stuck in cuttlefish there way longer than I should have. But that's okay. So... here's the thing. I need... I need their document. I know I could just talk to him now and be like, do the thing. Right? And then that would... I feel like that would lock it in.
If it's not important, bring it up with Kiwi. Right, back to work.
I'm guessing Kiwi is the receptionist. I want to see... I just want to see if this locks in a decision. Or if it's just me telling him.
Come on, mate. Loads more inch. And you've made your decision? We can...
Yeah. I'll buy the grav drive.
Ah, good on you. You want to see a man named Benny St. James over at Hope Tech. He's the best in the business. If anyone can retrofit a 200-year-old ship with a modern grav drive, it'd be him. We'll coordinate our engineering team with his when you return. Though you may have to help the Constant engineers prepare for it on their end. Good luck.
Yep, that's fine.
I know this was a difficult decision. But if it's any consolation, I think you've made the right choice.
You make terrible
Compared to the
choices.
destruction of their vessel and relegating them to a life of servitude, I'd say this is the best chance they've got.
Right.
Yeah.
On behalf of the Paradiso group, we appreciate your help.
So I feel like that's locked
What's
me
not
in.
to love about this planet?
I do feel like this has locked me in. But I also feel like I should be able to find the paperwork, right? But where the fuck do I start? What other stuff am I looking for? For this lost shit? Lost wedding rings near the cabanas. The lost slate was
I
somewhere
don't
else.
think any place could be more perfect.
Ah, stuff. Rooftop terrace prior to a night of heavy drinking. Oh, I may as well just grab that while I'm here, right?
Hey there.
Hmm. Hit pre-save before making that decision. I gotta double check which save number it is because, like, I don't want to fuck around, but I also don't want to be locked into a decision that I don't want. But to the 12:31 a.m. one. All right. Rooftop terrace.
This is the spot, right here. It's absolutely perfect.
Is it?
I guess I have to admit, this resort isn't as bad as I thought it'd be.
I'm on vacation because I don't
Tablet.
want to be bothered by
Tablet.
Get it?
Tablet.
Not to be a downer, but this place is almost
Tablet.
too perfect, right?
Tablet.
Why did I think 3 days was going to be enough?
Tablet. Anyone seen a tablet?
I'm just glad I don't work
You
on
seen a
the
tablet?
luxury cruisers that bring
Tablet. Tablet.
This is probably the best vacation
Fuck.
I've ever
Who's that?
taken.
Oh, cables. Tablet. Tablet. After a big night out. Oh, oh, we got a marker. We have a winner.
This is even better than
Lost Lake. Ooh, got some tunes going. So they're the cabanas down there, I guess. Oh. Oop. Heh. Jetpacks are amazing. The ring, she says she lost in the sand near her cabana, but wasn't sure which cabana it was, which is disturbing. And there it is. Bam. We know where they are, so we can always grab them again if we are locked into something that we don't want to do. Worst come to worst. The grav drive was kind of what I was thinking of anyway.
No one's going to care if I pull up.
I would like to find them a good planet though.
Surely I can do something for you. Greetings, sir. How may I assist you?
I found all the lost items on your lost and found list.
Huh. Well, this is unexpected. You really shouldn't have felt obligated to help.
I wasn't.
But the
Something to
truth
do.
of the matter is, you've actually saved me a great deal of time and headaches, so I suppose I should give praise where praise is due?
Sure.
So, good. I should probably give you something for your trouble. Thank you.
If you feel
guess.
obliged, I suppose. 1,800 credits and a bit of XP. I'll take it.
Hope you're having a pleasant day.
You are. Alright, so...
I shouldn't
need
be
to go and talk to somebody at... Oh. She's saying don't order the 6 prawn delight. 6 prawn delight was what the email said that K-Ren has been ordering. And it didn't taste right. Maybe it doesn't taste right. Maybe it's bad. Supposed to go into like Hope something. Guessing it's a ship place. But I want to go back to orbit and talk to the captain and stuff on Deep Space Nine or whatever it is. The ship.
To leave this place behind.
Temporarily, we'll be back.
Aim point reached. Orbit stable.
Hey. Oh, your hail doesn't work. I remember. Crash into them. It's like an alien mouth. A ship kiss.
We have a clean dock. Right on the money.
Okay, let's board them. And then we kill everyone on board and we take the ship for ourselves.
Give the word and we'll get underway.
And then we get a capital ship. That'd be amazing. Hey, how you doing, everybody?
Never seen a ship like yours before.
Thanks.
Then again.
No, not this place. I feel like I need to talk to Captain or... Was it the Doctor? Maybe it was the Doctor. They were like the two other characters that were introduced in the beginning.
Is out there?
Who are you? You don't have a name? Hey, bird sounds. Love good bird sounds. Janet Yang. G'day, Janet Yang.
Oh. Wow. You're new? Weird. Okay. Wasn't expecting this.
Hey, guy in the back.
I guess I should introduce myself? I'm Janet.
Hi, Janet.
What's up? You?
My name's also Janet. We're all named Janet these days. The future's crazy. I'm just going around trying to freak people out. I just want to introduce myself.
Oh, well, nice to meet you, I guess. I could take a break to chat if you want.
Take a break from holding up that pillar. It's a tough job. Don't stop on my account. What do you do here?
Certainly not what I want to do.
Okay. Cool. You might need to elaborate.
I mean, I hate this job, and there's really nothing I can do about it. I'm the cultivation manager. Fancy words for farmer and fertilizer collector.
You're a poo picker.
I didn't have a choice. Most people don't.
Yep.
You get a job, and that's it.
Yep.
Like, I'm great at what I do, but I would enjoy doing literally anything else.
I see.
Meanwhile, my sister Julia, she gets to hang out with kids all day and watch movies.
Oh.
The kids I couldn't care less about, but she doesn't even care about Earth culture. Ugh.
Okay. Well, I mean, what's it like living on a colony ship other than the fact that you hate everything about it?
Oh my god, it's terrible. I don't know how my parents did it, knowing they would never, ever get to leave until they died.
Yep.
Every day, you see exactly the same things. The same people do the same job. It's all the same. All the time. Seriously, the only thing that kept me going was knowing that we were the generation who knew we'd finally get the hell out of here. Although now that we're here, nothing seems to be happening. Sometimes I wonder if my sister was the lucky one.
Why did she die?
Ah, so you've met her. No, not Julia. Julia and I were actually triplets with our sister Jen, but the ship ran out of one of her medications and she didn't make it.
Oh.
Sucks, but it is what it is. We only have so many supplies. We couldn't exactly get anything new along the way. Anyway,
I still am amazed no one came to pick you out, you guys up.
I don't really feel that she's lucky. I'm just frustrated.
All right,
Later.
goodbye. Keep up the good work, I guess.
Wow.
You have a name? Nope. You have a name? Nope. You have a name? Nope.
This must be how the colony ship kept itself fed over all these years in space.
Yeah, probably. Smart way to do it. Medical bay has the doctor. Like, someone's got to know where there's paperwork,
and
right?
To think, all this time,
Wait.
we thought we were alone.
Wow. I've heard about you, but
Dr. Lorelei. Hello, Dr. Lorelei.
Sometimes, difficult choices must be made. We did what we believed we needed to do to keep humanity alive on this ship.
Yep, I understand.
Wait, how is it I don't know you? I know everyone on this ship.
Not anymore. You don't remember me? I'm your good friend Jack. No, I'm not going to do that. That's silly. Can I call you Bones? I'll call you Bones. G'day, DJ. Welcome, welcome. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, I'm a visitor from outside the ship.
Oh my. Yes, of course. Sorry, I was with a difficult patient when the announcement came through. But now I remember. They sent my husband, Mabuti, to greet you.
Yes.
It's quite fortunate that you arrived when you did, for Mabuti's sake. Hopefully you can help resolve our current predicament.
You have a current predicament? Oh, yes, okay. The whole not being able to land thing, I see. You're doing alright, thanks. How's you? I is good. I is good. I am, I don't know if you saw it, but I found a voice modulation thing. That I can go back to old VODs and change, like, NPC conversations and notes and things that I've read in the past to actually sound like different characters. I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty excited to get into that. for Maputi's sake, it didn't seem like anything was wrong with him.
There isn't. At least not in the medical sense.
Okay.
Since he was one of the eldest on board, he was ready to volunteer for termination.
Oh, God.
Thankfully, since you've arrived, that no longer seems necessary.
Excuse me? Volunteer for termination? Meaning what?
What the fuck do you think, Sarah?
It means that he was going to volunteer his own life for the sake of the others on this ship, due to limited spaces and supplies.
Right.
Like the others, his life would then be honored with special distinction and recorded for history.
Right.
Rarely we had to make difficult choices when no one would volunteer. But Maputi is too generous to let that happen.
Uh-huh. Right. Well, hopefully the situation no longer calls for that. Is this that 200-year colony ship? It certainly is.
I certainly hope so, too. It shouldn't.
I should certainly hope that it doesn't.
Mate, like, wait, why the fuck am I talking to you? I'm not talking to you. Why are you...
Goodbye.
Sarah? Fuck.
Perhaps I can soon retire. That's something people used to do, I hear.
Sarah just took over the fucking conversation. I'm gonna ask what was wrong with the Hootie, but I'm pretty sure she's just gonna tell me, like, hey, who's gonna volunteer to die?
Nothing. Not in them. As one of the...
Excuse me?
No.
It means
Shush.
that he was like the others.
No.
Rarely
We know.
we
Yep.
had-
Mm-hmm. Hopefully no longer calls for that.
I
Sarah,
certainly
do not
hope-
take over this conversation.
I should certainly...
Fuck you.
So long.
Not talking at
I've
Sarah.
never treated anyone from outside our ship. But if you need help, I'm here for you.
Have you done anything with this colony ship yet? You got to the end of the quest, you believe? We have 3 options to try and resolve it. You stepped away because you didn't know what to do. I believe there's more than 3 options. Because it was like... It gave me the option to either get a grab drive fitted and tell them to go and find somewhere else to live. Get him indentured servitude. Blow the ship up. But they have... Somewhere there's got to be data saying these guys had a claim to the ship because they've brought it up on both sides of the conversation. Like, the ship has brought it up and the fucking planet is like, we've got stuff registered. So, there's got to be that info somewhere and I should be able to be like, get off Paradiso, these guys own it. Which is funny because it's probably going to end up with these guys running the fucking resort anyway, but... Oh, pardon me, at least they won't be indentured servants. What happens if the population grows too much?
We try our best to avoid that through careful family planning. Rarely we run into situations where things do not go according to plan. And then we must adjust and make difficult decisions concerning our community and resources.
Oh god, did you kill her sister?
We never do anything without careful consideration. But at the end of the day, we need to do what is best for the ship, so as not to put everyone in jeopardy.
Because it was 3 girls, and I feel like they were like, oh, 3 children for 2 parents is too many. Population's growing too much. One's sick, we just won't help her enough. Far up. So you're the CMO?
Indeed. There aren't many doctors on board. In addition to regular checkups, I perform surgeries, obstetrics, and other medical procedures.
All the things.
I also help train the next generation of doctors.
Of course.
After all, someone must. It's demanding work.
Yep, that's fair. You may have already like 13 or 14 hours in the game. Yeah, I have that, at least. It's good. You can lose a lot of time in it. It's a good game. Did you play much of Fallout and Elder Scrolls and stuff in the past?
Everything okay?
Yeah, sorry, I'm just talking to the voices in my head, Doctor. I could use some medical supplies.
Sure, but I only have a few things to spare.
What if I sell you a bunch of stuff? You don't have any money. Of course you don't have any money. Why would you have any money? That would be silly. How do they have... Now, hold on. Okay, no, she's only got old stuff. I was gonna say, how would they have, like, modern shit, but they don't, so it's all good.
Take care of yourself out there.
Played bits of them, but never stuck around for long. Well, I hope that you get enough out of this. What are you thinking of it so far? What's your opinion? Have you found anything that... What is that? It's a shadow of something that probably shouldn't be there.
I don't have much to spare.
What are you?
But if you are ever injured,
Shadow of a helmet? Shadow of a bucket?
I will try my best to help.
Weird glitched out shadow of something. Where's the light coming from? Oh, wait. Is it the light fixture? It might be the light fixture. Ah, you were very close. Where is my booty? You think the theme and such of this is more your style? You've been having a good time? Excellent. I'm glad. Have you come across any niggling issues? Any bits that you're not so happy with?
Hey there.
Or that you sort of aren't really getting? There's a lot of candles here. Oh, is this their morgue? There would have to have been way more people though. I guess this is kind of like their cemetery, but wouldn't you be jettisoning the bodies? Wouldn't you be just turfing them? Like, I'm not trying to be insensitive here, but like logic, if they're killing people... Have the occasional TikToks and such about random secrets and such. Nice. We pay our respects to those that came before us on this, our journey to preserve the human race. That's a lot of initials. Don't know why you don't do full names, but that's a lot of initials. That's a lot of initials. We're doing double down on the D-pad, down the left stick, double scrolls. Alright. Okay, so this is their cemetery, basically. Like a certain Batman-esque character in the game. With, Hello, me? With that armor? Maybe? Maybe possibly?
These are exciting times, aren't they?
Ooh, she seems way too excited.
There's so much more to learn about now.
I need...
We've got strict rules around here, but they're strict for a reason.
I need to find more information. Need to get a new ship though, quickly running out of storage on the ship. Get more cargo space. Do it. More cargo.
Constant is a peaceful ship. Don't change that.
Oh, that's up here. So we're not gonna, hold on. This way was the command deck.
Just stay out of
You
trouble.
built more and it's already nearly full. More cargo space. Also sell stuff.
Now that we know what's out there, things are going to be more interesting from here on.
This is captain's quarters. I can't get into this. I'm gonna just do a cheeky save. There's this one from 12:30. This is the one that we need to go back to. If we are, I think. Only ECS Constant's captain's key can unlock, so we need her key. But I don't want to shoot her or anything. Oh fuck, there was more than 6 generations. Rupert L. Brackenridge, Rupert Brackenridge. Jacinda Brackenridge. Mathilda Brackenridge. Yeah, some of them lived. Oh no, this would have been when they became captain, right? So she became captain when she was, I don't know, maybe they retake the photos as they age a bit. That means either the young dude died young, or she didn't get to be captain for a long time. Or maybe they only started changing their photos after a certain amount
We've
of time.
got strict rules around here, but they're strict for a reason.
Yep, I understand. Tell what, it's mostly just resource stuff in the cargo. Are you doing much research?
No matter what the future holds, I think I'll always be more comfortable in space.
There's gonna be somebody around here that's like
doesn't mean
a record keeper or something. Oh,
troublemakers.
also, did you know that
can finally give my crew a chance at new life.
in Constellation, You know what? Let's just because you're here. Just because you're here, I'm just gonna do something real quick. I'm gonna save this save, and I'm going to load a save real quick that should be at the lodge. Oh no, wrong one. This one. So, I don't know how far back in the story this is, but I'm just showing you something on the map. From space, when you're picking a landing spot at New Atlantis, right? You can pick the lodge, and you'll spawn outside the lodge. Grab everything out of your stash, your storage and stuff. And then head to your room that's here in the lodge. And this chest is a bottomless chest. It has no restricted to carry weight. So you can literally dump everything here. Like, this is actually nothing compared to what I've got in here at the moment. And then if you want to go out and sell stuff, you can always just grab a bunch of shit and leave. And go and sell things. But you straight up can put as much as you want in that chest. And apparently, and I haven't checked this myself, there is another storage thing down in here. But I haven't actually used this one at all, so I'm not 100% sure where it is. There's supposed to be... Oh, hey. There's supposed to be... Maybe there's not. Thought it would have been just back there. There's supposed to be a bottomless chest in here somewhere as well that actually links up to the workbenches. Not that one. Maybe you get upgrades to this place? Maybe you can upgrade Constellation as you go. Anyway, the chest that's upstairs. Spacesuit downstairs? What spacesuit downstairs? This is the front door. And your bedroom is up the stairs here. It's where they take you to in the beginning. And then you head into the hallway. And then you turn here. And then you're the door in the middle. Right? Opposite the ship. You see the ship in the hallway. You're opposite the ship. You're in here. And here's your bottomless chest. But there was... I vaguely remember it being mentioned that there is a chest down in the workshop area that you can dump resources in. And then those resources will be accessed from the... Because the chest upstairs doesn't access resources. So you will eventually have to move shit around. Or maybe it was this one. This one's bottomless. I'm assuming this is the one. I probably want to double check it on the tubes before I put all my shit in there. But I think this is it. I love this part, this time in you know, a new Bethesda game existence, because no one knows what the fuck they're talking about, but they all pretend to. So everybody is talking about, like, oh, this is how you store this, and this is where you can put that, and this is what this upgrade is, and this is the best you can get of this. And everyone's, like, fucking a solid 40% of all of the guides out there are either incomplete or just wrong. It'll be like, oh, you can't do this in the game, and then 2 days later someone's like, yeah, once you finish this quest you can. Then that guide's, like, forfeit. But it's online forever. But it's just fascinating, like, because every day, and this is going to happen, it'll peter off and there'll be less and less. It'll be less and less as the weeks go on. But every day, at least for the next couple of weeks, there will be new shit that people will be discovering and talking about and shit. Dominoes? Oh no, these are the books that I dropped. Have I built an outpost yet? No, I was planning on doing that today. Yeah, this is a spacesuit with a master lock on it. I can't do master locks yet. And then I think this goes outside. Yeah, it goes to the well, which I haven't been to the well yet either. But yes, so there's storage up in your room, so you can dump a lot of stuff in there. And then I just recommend just sell, like, I don't know what level you are or what your best weapons are, but I recommend just selling all the basic versions of weapons. And keep stuff that means something to you. Like keep mementos and treasures and whatever else, because getting another ship doesn't give you extra storage. Getting another ship doesn't give you extra storage. Getting another ship will get you another ship, but all of your cargo moves between ships. So when you change ships, if you had 800 cargo on one and you move to another one, it brings all that 800 cargo with you. Wait, what? You just went in there and opened it up? Did you? I don't know. Maybe you were given a key from doing a quest. Maybe you're further in the quest line than I am. I don't know. This is also... I also went backwards by however long, because I reloaded an old save, so maybe I can open it now too. I don't know. Maybe there's a fucking better storage chest down here. I have no idea. Anyway. I'm gonna head back to Paradiso and the ECS Constant. That's my ship. That's the Batman ship. I like the photo takey thing because I'm starting to use it for thumbnails for the VODs, because they're easy to take. You can muck around with them. You can make them look nice. Okay. Because I talked to the captain before. I'm going to talk to you.
Hey!
Hello.
So it is true.
It is.
An actual stranger aboard our ship? Wow.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you just went back to where we started the game, where Barrett left us with the ship and did that quest. Maybe that's where it was. Yeah, I haven't done that yet. My name's Jack. I didn't catch your name.
Oh, jeez. Sorry, of course you don't know my name. We never met.
Uh-huh.
I'm Yue.
That's how that works.
I never thought this would happen.
Crazy. Alright, well, I mean... Good to meeting you. Good to meet you. I'll let you get back to what you're doing.
Sure. Well, unless there's anything else you want to talk about.
What background did I end up picking? Ronin. It's come up once or twice in different conversations, which is nice. What do you think now that you know that there are others out there?
It's incredible. I'm pretty excited to meet new people and ask them all sorts of questions.
I'm sure you are.
I wonder about all we've missed this whole time while humanity has advanced around us.
What do you do here?
Oh, I'm the navigation officer.
Oh.
I switch between nav and piloting.
Oh.
I'll be honest, the ship pretty much flies itself. Its destination hasn't changed since it launched, and we're here now, so... I'm not sure what's next.
You're fired. Out of an airlock at high speed. Also, you have a lot in common with Sarah, except you probably haven't killed an entire ship full of people because of bad decisions. Oh, sorry, too soon, Sarah. Shut up. If the ship flies itself, why does it need a navigator?
See, the nav system's not perfect. We encounter stuff that our forebears didn't originally count on. Astral bodies, space debris, stuff like that. So sometimes I need to take manual control and get out of tricky situations. Then there was the time I used those unaccounted for anomalies to our advantage. Slingshotted us around a few stars that weren't supposed to be there, saved some fuel, and knocked a few decades off our journey.
Nice.
Pretty incredible stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, see ya.
I'll be watching the skies for you.
Cheers, Kat.
No matter the outcome, I won't let my crew down.
I feel like after 200 years, a lot of you would be speaking with, like a fairly generalized accent. You might have certain inflections on them each, but, like, such different accents.
Now that you're here, I can finally give my crew a chance at a new life.
Yeah, about that.
Until next time.
Is this your security boy?
Never seen a ship like yours before.
I need to talk to the security boy. Is that you? Bomani?
I know Captain Brackenridge has essentially given you free rein to wander the ship. But security will still be watching you closely.
Totally understand.
I hope you understand.
Yes, I do.
Given we have so little experience with people from the outside.
No, I get it.
It pays to take security seriously.
Yep.
Something I understand much better now than in my youth.
Did you have security problems? Oh, we're done,
Our
are we?
people never expected to meet with other colonies, so forgive them if they are distrustful.
No, that's fine. Did you not always take the ship's security so seriously?
It may surprise you to learn that I didn't. See, in my teenage years, I was quite rebellious.
Seems like a
I
theme.
stole a keycard and used it to get into the reactor. My shenanigans almost led to a total reactor meltdown.
You're the reason the engineer dude
The
has his
punishment
job.
for such an act would be ejection from the ship. But my parents pleaded with Diana's father, the captain at the time, for leniency.
Wow.
He agreed. After I served time in the brig, he assigned me a job with the security team. I took the lesson to heart and have been taking my job seriously ever since.
Yeah, all right. It's great that you reformed and everything worked out.
Agreed. If not for that incident, who knows how it would have ended for me otherwise.
Cannibalism.
Crew management is certainly a tricky endeavor, and it takes a skilled captain to know how to deal with difficult decisions like that. I will always be grateful for how it was handled.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, what were people thinking when I boarded the ship?
We had time to prepare ourselves since we arrived in orbit around this planet. We knew there was life, and the predominant theory was that it was human life. When you approached, we needed to be careful. Both because you presented a potential threat, but also potential salvation. Plans were in place to deal with both scenarios. And luckily, cooler heads prevailed.
Indeed. Have I been building on the base ship? I have. I've been building on the base ship, and I've been building on the Razor Leaf as well. I'm building on both of them. But I do want to do like a big ship build, because I've got 4 ships now. I've got 4 different ships. What background did you pick, and what traits did you pick? Because Mum and Dad gave me a ship, because Dad won one in poker. So that's where I got one of my ships. And then I got the Razor Leaf from the Razor Leaf thing, Batman thing, and I stole another one from some pirates.
Are we done here?
Just randomly, they landed near me and I killed them, and it's my ship now. But it got me arrested, which wasn't fun. Not because I stole the ship, but because they had contraband on it and I got scanned and got in big trouble. What's it like running security on a colony ship?
I don't have much basis for comparison. People tend to stay in line, but when they don't, I imagine it can be more challenging than out there.
You reckon?
We only have a small brig. So in the few cases where there was widespread disorder, we needed to improvise. I'm told that has only happened once in our entire history. There was a brief revolt under Captain Breckenridge II when he amended the rationing laws. Prisoners were confined to their quarters. After the trial, the leader of the mutiny was exiled to space. We take security threats very
I don't know if that counts as exile.
For obvious reasons.
I don't think exiling someone to space is counted as exile. I'm pretty sure that's execution. You say it's executed. Exiled to space sounds all nice and shit, but somebody had to watch that person freeze. Oh, nice. You picked extrovert, empathetic, and hero worshipped. Although I'm regretting pretty much all of those. Extrovert. When is it? It's like having a team member is good, is it? Like having somebody with you, you get bonuses. Empathetic, I can't. No, sorry, bud. You can go. Empathetic, I can't remember what it does. It's like
The Constant is a
you
peaceful
take
ship.
more damage,
Don't change.
but your allies take less damage or something. I can't remember. And hero worshipped. Hero worshipped isn't bad. Hero worship I haven't tapped into. I have grown accustomed to his ways because I have decided. Because I mean, I played Oblivion and I knew the same dude. It's the same character. It's the same character from Oblivion. But I've decided that he's not a creepy weirdo. He is a dog that was transformed into a human against his will. So he has big golden retriever energy.
We were never trained to address threats coming from outside our ship. Careful waving that fancy gun around.
Not waving the gun around. Calm down. Ah, this is the school. You must be the sister of the bitch.
Cool space adventures, just like in the old movies.
Captain Breckenridge. You guys the first children?
Knowledge we
Other
can
than
share
that.
between us and the other Earth
Except for that kid that had a big head. Hello.
Hello there. Given that I don't know you, you must be this visitor I've been hearing so much about.
What are you trying
I'm
to speak?
Julia. the Constant's chief historian.
Oh, you're the historian.
It's
I was looking
nice
for someone
to
like
meet you
this.
on this momentous occasion.
Yes. I need old paperwork. I heard all you do is hang out with kids and watch movies. Is that so? Yeah, your sister wants your job.
You must have been speaking with my sister.
Yes. You have a
There's
different
more to
accent
it
to
than
her.
That. Officially, I'm assigned to the role of chief historian. Generations ago, it used to be lawkeeper of humanity, but that seemed a bit too lofty. While I don't think my job is as important as captain, engineering officer, or cultivation manager, it's still vital to our mission.
Of course. Understandably. Can you tell me more about your duties?
I run the educational programs aboard the ship for all the children and any adults who are looking to learn about Earth history. We try to have group sessions some evenings where we read old Earth literature, watch old films, listen to music, and the like. So yes, I hang out with children and watch movies, but it's more involved than that.
Yeah, I
We
figured.
historians are charged with keeping Earth culture alive so that we never forget where we came from.
She is the lead to find the paperwork, I betcha. Empath souls. Yeah, empathetic. Yeah, same thing in my memory. But if you do something that your companion likes, they'll get a combat boost. But if it's the opposite, you'll get worse in combat. Oh yeah, no, you'll get a combat boost from them liking it. Yeah, I felt like that's so uncommon that the boost isn't really worth it. I guess. To me, at least. So you were assigned the job, same as everybody else?
Of course. Everyone was assigned their roles here. We don't choose our roles, since there are only so many of us, and every job is critical.
Uh-huh.
Someone has to prove themselves either exceptionally bad at their job or exceptionally good at another in order to be moved. But that rarely happens.
Like engineering, dude. Do you enjoy what you do?
I do. But sometimes it's frustrating to convince some people that my job is important, since it's not directly related to our continued survival.
I feel like it is.
There was a time where I thought my sister was the lucky one, running the hydroponics farm and being responsible
These
for
two want each
feeding
other's jobs.
everyone on board. But I grew to like my work, and working with children is nice, especially since I'll never have any of my own.
Yeah, empath is. I was running around with Sarko for a long time before tonight when my brother pointed out that extrovert only works with human companions. Oh, really? Vasco, you mean? Vasco? I'm assuming you mean Vasco. I get his name wrong all the time. Unless there's another robot called Sarko. Or a crocodile called Sarko because you played Ark. Sorry if this is too personal. Why can't you have children? Because of the number?
It's okay. I don't mind you asking. I'm actually proud of my choice. It's a great honor to give up one's ability to have a family so that others may. As you can imagine, a population limit is a necessity on board a colony ship. I made my choice long ago to give others the chance to have a larger family should they wish. Though, I suppose I don't need to worry about that now. Maybe it's time to consider it.
You haven't been, like, castrated or anything, though. That's... Sounds like it's pretty important to be a teacher, though.
Thanks for saying so.
The robot, I forget his name all the time. Yeah, he's also one of the only ones that has it printed on his face. He does have his name printed on his face, but that's alright. So what can you tell me about the Constant?
As chief historian, I can tell you a lot, probably. What do you want to know?
I don't know, stuff. Why is the ship called the Constant?
ECS stands for Earth Colony Ship.
Yep.
We wanted a fairly inclusive name to represent the planet, and not a particular nation of origin.
Yep.
There was an old colony ship that sailed across the oceans of Earth from a country called England to settle on a new continent. It was called either the Susan or Sarah Constant. No one seems to know for sure. So ours was shortened to just Constant. Ironically enough,
S names are
that
confusing.
ship also reached what they thought was new land and found it populated when they arrived. As chief historian, I can tell you a lot, probably. What do you want to know?
Anyways, my dude, I'm going to call it for the night. Hope the stream and the game goes well. Have a good night. You too, dude. Sleep easy. Rest well. I will talk to you again. Thanks for dropping by. So how long have you been traveling for?
Well, we launched Tuesday, September 27th, 2140. So, about 190 years now.
Damn.
Would have been longer, but it turns out we have an ace navigator who saved us some time with some tricky maneuvers.
Yes, I talked to her already. So who are the original crew?
We're the descendants of wealthy elites, intellectuals, artists, scientists, and others who left Earth in 2040 to spread humanity to the stars. The thinking was that Earth's days were numbered for a variety of reasons. Our finder, Rupert Brackenridge, had the foresight to plan for the worst. Thus, he constructed this colony ship to settle what seemed like the most habitable planet we could find, knowing full well it would take generations to reach. We suspected that we may have been the only ones to leave Earth, given that no one else seemed to have the same idea. I'm glad we appeared to be wrong.
Yeah? Yep. Oh, fuck, I'd love to ask her about the paperwork, but anyway. It's okay. I think I know enough for now.
You know where to find me if you ever want to know more.
I would love to know more.
Goodbye.
See ya. I need... Movie night in the lounge. Yes, no, yeah, okay.
Hey, Miss Julia? Can we watch that movie with all the superheroes in it again?
We'll see. We have a lot of movies to get through, but maybe during our next group choice time. If you can convince the other children.
The Essentials of Modern Macroeconomics. This 22nd century economics textbook talks about the then modern international economic centers. A great deal of time is spent covering several Chinese cities, Shanghai being the first among them, but New York, London, and Long Beach all get coverage too. The textbook is an interesting time capsule of what life on Earth was like before the advent of the grav drive, which changed everything.
Really? Yeah.
Oh, now I can visit the Shanghai
Hey,
landmark. That's cool.
everyone! Miss Julia said we could watch it again.
And then maybe we can watch one of the sequels some other time.
I need...
My mom and dad were scared when you came on board, but I don't know why. You seem okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yup, he sure is.
Miss Yen
Like, I
said
need their
we're
records.
experiencing history right now.
Antique computer. Oh my god, I would just, what, steal it? No, thank you. I nearly just walked up to try and access that. I mean, I do really want it though. Just to be fair. Just so you know. I haven't had any persuades this whole time. I'm gonna swap my clothes over to research before I use that. That's right, this is a stolen bit of clothing. Locked. I don't have anything to add to these. And nothing new. Wonderful. Alright. Time to change clothes back.
Miss Julia, I have a question.
Sure. What is it?
If there were animals on Earth, why aren't there any animals here?
Because you're in space, you
Well, there
derp.
wasn't enough room on board when our ancestors left Earth. We only had room for people.
What about the new planet? Will there be animals there?
Could be.
Maybe. We don't know yet for sure. But if there are, they probably...
Fuck. Asshole. I thought I would get more options than that, but I guess not.
The Constant is a peaceful ship. Don't change that.
Birds everywhere.
Boy, am I glad you weren't some sort of alien or something.
Yeah, I know, right?
Hey. Wow.
Colonist.
Heard about
You have a name?
Here you
Colonist.
And to
Okay.
think, all
You there?
this time we fought
Hi there. Oh.
Daisuke? Daisuke. Is that your name? Hi, I'm Jack. I'm probably the first person from the outside you've met.
Nice to meet you. And that's true. As you can imagine, everyone kind of just knows each other around here. Meeting new people isn't really a thing for us.
Understandable.
Right? We've been cooped up together in this ship all our lives. So outside of births, there's literally no way for new people to arrive, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry for freezing up before. I just didn't expect our visitor from the outside to stop by and chat with me. I figured, if anything, you'd be with the captain. I'm Daisuke, the ship's provisions manager.
Okay.
I'm not sure what I can offer you, but if I can help, I will. And if not, I'm happy just to talk.
Okay. So is this shop?
Not really. Things don't work that way here. It's not a shop like you hear about in the books and movies, or where you're probably from. Almost everything is communal or shared in some way, but sometimes people want a little something extra or special for themselves.
Yep.
So when that happens, they come to me. Mostly, I just keep track of the ship's inventory and help ration the supplies so we don't run out.
Okay. Where do you get the supplies from if you've never had contact with anybody?
We manage. I know back on Earth, there used to be stores all over the place. Some that even specialize in specific types of goods, if you can imagine. But here, this is it. We have very limited supplies. Most of our stuff is recycled. Even the food. In a roundabout way. If you know what I mean.
Yep.
It works out for the most part. Because it has to. You'll sense a running theme with that around here.
Yep. Okay, well, thank you for that.
Be seeing you.
Bye-bye.
Hey there.
Hello.
There's so much more to learn about now.
It is a fridge. Oh, alcohol. Fully loaded Bloody Mary. Very nice. That's actually kind of cool. Gives you a bunch of stuff. Some bit of healing. Okay, you stay in there. You stay in there, my little popsicle.
I wonder what it's like out there, beyond our little community.
They have video cassettes and stuff. That rocks.
They must still farm, right? Maybe even plant stuff in the ground like we read about?
They've got to. Unless they're so advanced that they just synthesize everything.
Talk to old mate in here.
Sure is nice to know there are other people out there.
I wonder what else
Just
is
calling
out
us,
there.
calling us. I don't... Oh, this is probably a bad thing. Access denied? Yeah, that's okay. Good.
If the
Glad.
other colonists knew how many types the Constant
Requires a key, yep. Industrial workbench doesn't help me. I really thought that it would be the chick that's like, I'm the historian, I keep track of all the records. They're like, yes, I need your paperwork. Unless it's because I've said the thing to the other dude that that's not an option to have that conversation with these guys anymore. Otherwise I would have had it with him then and it's locked me out.
Never seen a ship like yours before. We've got strict rules around here. They're strict for a reason.
Really? Okay, we've talked to everybody on board.
We were never
What I'm gonna do... What I'm gonna do... I'm gonna try something. Just one more little thing.
Threats coming from
I'm
outside.
saving now, so that I don't... Oh, I don't have any skill points to spend on it anyway. I was gonna say I would learn lockpicking.
Anyone would be out here, but I'm glad for
So that I
it.
could pick a pocket, but I can't. There is a next best thing that I kind of don't really want to fuck with. But we did save. So let's see what happens.
Hey, there'll be plenty of time for shooting.
Oh, I just want to loot your pockets. Damn it!
You're making things harder for yourself.
No, no, it's okay. Put the gun away. Look, I'm unarmed,
You
see?
violated our security directive.
You're right, I made a mistake. I'll do the time.
I guess you're smarter than you look.
Yep, I shot the fuck out of your captain. Luckily, she's laser-proof. And in this alternate reality, I end up in the brig. 500 credits, 7 days in jail. XP penalty, rude. It's been a week. Security office. They probably took... Did they take my clothes? They took my clothes. Alright. Good. I see how it is.
Careful waving that fancy gun around. We don't need to see what it can do.
Well, you kind of did, but... Okay, so security office. Reminder, safety drill soon. No. Maybe there is something in the security office that will help me. Maybe? Security uniforms? That's kind of cool. Gotta be something. The fanboys actually did it. Starfield is being review bombed. Yeah, hasn't it been getting review bombed for days? Like, I'm not shocked, to be honest. Old Earth hunting rifle. Ah, that's cool. Old Earth shotgun. Old Earth hunting rifle. I love it. Very cool, very cool.
Now that we know what's out there, things are going to be more interesting from here on out.
Wait, what is this place?
These are exciting times, aren't they?
They have
I've
cards.
lived my entire life in the Constant. I'm not
This isn't
sure
a
how
save that
else
I'm
to live.
going to be keeping. Gardens,
Wow.
gardens.
Hi.
None of you are
Boy,
important
am I
enough to talk
glad
to.
you weren't some sort of alien or something.
Bathrooms. Okay. Simple toilets, simple toilets. I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Hey there.
Hello. There's got to be more. But maybe it's something that I have to get from, like... Oh, I was here. I was so close.
I wonder what it's like out there beyond our...
Maybe it's something that I've got to get from, like... I've got to go to, like...
Wow.
The record-keeping place from fucking... On Earth, or
Sure
whatever.
is nice to know there are other people out there.
Oh, not Earth, fucking... New Atlantis.
See you, I guess.
Goodbye, I guess.
And to think, all this time.
Okay, well... That doesn't exist. Loading this one.
We were never trained to address threats coming from outside our ship.
I'm gonna run back to my ship. This way.
Just because our equipment's old.
I feel like there needs to be somewhere to find the information, right? There has to be. There has to be. That's Paradiso down there. We actually dock in the bottom of their ship. Let's get a little bit closer. Let's try a bit of that. And then... What do we got? Gemini error. Apollo error 2. Bleach bypass. So bleach bypass is good, but I kind of like bleach bypass with like a bit of extra saturation sometimes. It makes certain colors pop more, you know. Also, I could do image of camera roll to make their ship. Nah, it doesn't work. All right. I'm gonna save it here. For those... Oops. For those watching the VOD, you'll have to find out what happens on the next episode. I'm determined for this to be a thing, but I don't know where else to look for it, and I don't want to just finish it just on a whim. So before I start the recording for the next VOD, I am going to... Yes, I'm going to look up the quest, because I know that this has got to be an option, because they've referred to it too many times, but I'm missing something. But yes, so if you're watching the VOD, whether it be a week from now, a year, 10 years, 200 years, in some cases, or long after I'm gone, I'm sure you'll hear from me again. You're awesome. And for those that are still here live, I am still going to be here. I'm just stopping the recording for the VOD. But I will talk to you VOD people in the next episode.